What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of BKNY Hoops. If you are new to the channel, it's your boy Rashid. All right, let's get into it. You guys see the graphics, you see the actual title of tonight's show. I put the wrong date on here. I mean, initially it was April 12th, but it's actually April 11th, man. My fault. You know, if anybody misses the show, my bad, my bad. All right, so let's get into it, man. You guys see the graphics, you see the actual title of tonight's show. The actual next season disaster, the rebuild starts with the firing of Shawn Marx, and he must get fired. And you actually seen the thumbnail I actually created that he is actually one of the worst general manager in NBA history. All right. So I don't know if it's him. And like I said before, I alluded to this, that whoever is in his scouting department is just that they don't know what the hell they're doing. He's getting bad information, or he himself just doesn't know what he's actually doing, or he's actually secretly working for James Dolan, really literally trying to sabotage the team, because he really can't be this bad, man. I mean, it's like when I look at it, man, I think about it, like this team, even if you get an AJ DeMonster and this upcoming draft, I mean, the damage that he's actually done, I mean, those draft picks last year was to really kind of build competent role players around a star, and none of those guys could shoot. You know, shooting is so important. Yo, Ribby, what's going on, man? Yeah, man. Yo, listen, Ribby, man. Billionaires do not like competition, man. I'm telling you, man. If you go look back, even let's go to the 1940s when you had Howard Hughes and Juan Tripp battling out. They were both trying to sabotage their companies. They had one had Pan Am, the other one had TWA. And Juan Tripp pretty much wanted a monopoly, over like travel in the United States in terms of like airlines, and he tried to put Pan Am out of business, and he would go there and sabotage operations and send spies and stuff like that, man. So no, it actually really does happen, man. Billionaires like do not like competition. You saw what James Dolan actually did with the Jet Stadium out there. He was spending hundreds of millions of dollars making sure that like that stadium on the west side didn't get built because it was right next to MSG, man. So they hate competition, and I hate competition. A lot of people don't like competition. It makes you have to work extremely hard, man. Most people are generally lazy. You got to get innovative and things like that. But all right, so we're gonna look at the actual season over here, man. The year's review of this team. You would hope that there would be some milestones here, but when you actually look at this roster, let's pull up the roster real quick, man. And you actually let's look at the draft picks, and specifically, it's bad, man. I mean, let's actually, you know what? Let me just go to Windows. This is much easier to navigate. And we could start off with you know what? We're gonna actually do Egor Demin a little bit last, because I was just listening to Locked On Guy, and he was saying that he can actually be a future All-Star. I'm like, bro, are you kidding me? Are you serious, man? Can we be serious? Like tell the truth. Stop treating your audience like they're stupid, man. I really hate when people do that, man. Stop treating your audience like they're 5-year-old children. Be real. Be pragmatic, man. So the worst contract signing in NBA history, we look at Nick Claxton over here, right? And and then he has the nerve to actually come out. You got to hear what he actually had to say over here, man. I mean, you're paying this guy, he's making almost $25 million. Now, Shawn Marx signed him to a $97 million contract for a guy who wasn't really hardly playing, didn't actually have no league accomplishments. I think he had one. Did he make an all defensive team, I believe? But all right, but I mean, there's you got to play both sides of the basketball, man. This is not football. You can't just play defense and then play, and there's like an offensive side, there's a defensive side. You got to play both, man. And you just look at, him as a rookie, and this is my main problem with him, man, is the weight and no lack of physicality. and then he has no skill, because if you undersize, you look at a lot of the undersized, like let's say guards like Kyrie Irving, who's 6'1", you have to be extremely skilled, man. Whether it be some ball handling, um, you look at Steph Curry, him shooting. Now, I just wish Claxton, this is one of the things when I looked at him when he first got here, is that, all right, if he can actually just develop an outside shot, and you see when you watch him play, like defenders sag off of him, and it's not really hard, man, to actually just take 700 shots. I mean, I got better in my shooting in over a year, man. I mean, I go out there for 30-35 minutes and work on my shot. And it was like last week I was playing on double rims, and I was playing I think it's a 2-on-2, and I was hitting jumpers. And double rims is really, really hard to shoot on. But the fact that I was working on my shot so diligently, I was hitting like a good percentage of my jumpers on double rims. So there's no excuse for Claxton really not like working on your game and just hitting a 19-foot shot and make these guys play defense. And the problem with him is that when he's on the floor, defenders sag off. So any type of driving lanes, any type of like good like angles are really kind of taken away, because it makes whatever help defense, it makes it just easier to actually come and help on, let's say, a Nolan Traore when he's trying to drive the basketball. All right. So, I mean, it just makes it really, really that much more difficult, man. And Shawn Marx didn't see this. He goes and signs him for $97 million, man. This is a $97 million center. 11.7 points, 6.9 rebounds, 3.7 assists. All right. And I mean, this is trash right here, man. And he doesn't have a position, man. If you can't like give no offense, and then on defense, you're getting mauled. And we've seen like third like string centers, man. Like they maul him, man. It's like a crocodile, man, on some prey, damn near, man. They just maul him, and he's just a liability out there, man. So it's going to be interesting, because it doesn't seem like Shawn Marx is going to get fired anytime soon. Noah Clowney's actually coming up, and we look at actually let's stay on Claxton for a minute, because he's saying that the Nets lineup changes. Oh no, this one right here. Let me see if it's showing up on screen. Okay, he's basically saying that the Nets help tanking cause with the loss to the Pacers, but defeats have taken tolls on Nick Claxton. Y'all believe this over here, man? Oh my gosh, man! Like, what, dude? You're part of the problem. You didn't work on your game, man. I mean, look at his frame right here, man. Is this an NBA center to you? I mean, he's really more like a small forward, but small forwards have to be able to dribble the basketball at an elite level, shoot the basketball, and be an elite passer. He's just none of that. He doesn't have a position in the NBA. He can't shoot. You can't put him anywhere. He's just a liability. Power forwards, you look at the other power forwards and centers, most of these guys are 240 and plus. All right, so think of yourself playing against like a 10-year-old kid, an 11, 12-year-old kid. That's the equivalent right here, man. You just move them and do whatever you want. Get high percentage shots off. Guys who normally average 6-7 points a game will score like 13 or 14 or 16 points with good efficiency. He doesn't even affect if they score 16 points, fine. But they have to take 16 shots, all right, to score 16 points. I mean, guys. I mean, he doesn't do anything to draw fouls, nothing, man. He's just straight garbage over here. So he says 2 years of tanking have taken a mental toll on the Nets. Nick Claxton is convinced it will be over next season. He's happy about that. Yo, come on, man. He honestly really, really doesn't believe this, man. He doesn't believe this at all. I mean, he says it's going to be over. Now, he's Miss Cleo. All right. So you have a crystal ball. He must have some inside information that we don't know about, man. Because how you going to make the changes? It starts with him. What's he going to do to actually help the position there, man? It's 5-on-4 basketball when he plays. He says this year was rough. Obviously, we have a few more games. Flush it out. All right, you can get back to the drawing board. You can't let it affect your preparation and mindset. Blah 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 blah. Even this year, I struggled with some going into games. You got to have a mindset. Okay, we're going to win this game, but as far as wins and losses, I get what Coach Jody Fernandez is saying. It doesn't always come with the scoreboard. Actually, yes, it does, man. You got to win the games, man. I mean, nobody goes out there and wanting to lose games on any level, man, of basketball. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, it's just how your mind is wired and how it's programmed. So when it comes to playing basketball, the whole objectivity is to actually win games. All right. So he says, one key is letting my teammates get the easy one. Sometimes you gotta rebound hungry dudes on a team to make you. I don't know what the hell this dude is even talking about, man. I mean, and I think it was a damn. All right, my bad. I muted myself, man. Sorry about that. Muted myself. I don't know how the hell that even happened. All right, I gotta pay attention to that. Um, so what was I saying over here when I was muted? Okay. So his 3-point shot is way below NBA average. And let's see. Let's look at the stats from him. And regular season was 32% on threes, man. And that's definitely not good. Not good. I mean, even like 38% from the 3-point line, you're still somewhat like up and down, but 32%, again, same thing. If you're guarding Noah Clowney, all you gotta do is actually just drop back. Yeah, I fixed it, Jonathan. I got it. All right. So let me know what y'all think in the chat over here, man. He says, Nick Claxton, I want to get your perspective on this, man. He says the tanking scores with loss to he says it's taking a toll on Nick Claxton over here, man. He feels defeated. And again, the Nets aren't tanking. The Nets are bad. Last year's team was bad. This year's team was bad. It's not like you have a team, let's say, that's on par of actually winning a championship, and you're saying, oh, we're just gonna sit all these guys down and then try to get AJ DeBonster. No, I mean, they tried to go win. They were playing hard. They just don't have that talent on the team. Let's say if you're in a tight game, you need someone to actually like I said, half court execution. These guys aren't great in the half court. You know, you got some athleticism with some of the other guys over here that the Nets actually picked up, Josh Minite. But like in terms of like half court game footwork, you know, none of these guys really have that. So Danny Wolf, if you actually redo the draft, from what I've seen, I would say he's more like a second round pick. That's what they were kind of like projecting him to really be before the draft. But Shawn Marx took him at 27. Zaire Williams, I mean, I guess I would keep him, but again, 6'9", 185 pounds. He hasn't done anything since he got into the NBA to really kind of put on like some more muscle. And then you look at the skill development. I mean, he's just a guy who can run the floor. Again, get him in the half court set. You know, it's bad. And like I said, with Danny Wolf, there's certain, you know, I hear Locked On guy talking about, oh man, yeah, they look good. They look good. Some players will look good in 15, 20-minute spurts, but let's say you get Danny Wolf 35 minutes, 40-something minutes, right? It's just going to, you know, it looks bad, all right? So some players, they look good. Terrence Mann was a castaway. You know, all these guys, Josh Minite, Boston didn't want him. Michael Porter Jr., you would figure he's done what he's did in Denver pretty much, was just hit open shots. But what you want to really see is this assist number go up to like 5 or 6 assists a game, man. See if he can actually go out there and make someone else better. But like in terms of like him putting the ball on the floor, let's say compare him to Jason Tatum. Him and Tatum is roughly around the same size, and you see the difference right there, man. You know, he's I guess a good higher end role player right there, but I mean they try to make him the focal point of offense. But again, you got to make other guys better, man. You know, like Noah Clowney, Nick Claxton, you know, Egor Demin, all these guys don't really, you know, you got to put them in position to actually thrive, man. They just don't have the actual games or anything like that, but they get like the strength, athleticism, you know, all that stuff, man. Shooting. So Drake Powell, I would say I don't know why they even drafted this dude over here, man. 6.5 assists. And for all you guys actually saying, yo, man, BK, you know, it's too early. It's too early to actually tell. You know, you got to give these guys more time. Have y'all guys been watching Jeremiah Fears? Have y'all seen what he's been doing? And you look at Con Knipple. I mean, how these guys are really kind of contributing somewhat. Well, not Fears in terms of winning, but look at Con Knipple. All right, so we can just compare him to like a Con Knipple, and I mean, he's not a good ball handler. He's not a good shooter. Not a good passer. There's nothing about him that just like kind of like blows me away, man. Like I'm like, whoa, Drake Powell. I mean, I don't see it over here, man. I would say second round if you actually kind of redo the draft right now. I would take him in the second. Now, Chauncey Johnson, I like him, but again, he admitted himself. All right, it's not just BK and Ryan Hoop saying it. He has to get stronger, even though he's 6'8", 225 pounds, because he was going up against Jalen Duren when he first got to the Brooklyn Nets, and he said like Jalen Duren just moved him out of the way like he's a rag doll, you know, like so he actually has to get stronger. That's one of the things he's going to work on in the offseason. So we'll see what happens with him. I mean, it's better. Like a lot of the guys that the Nets signed in those 2-way contracts in 10 days, some of those guys that help with the athleticism, they can actually really like, you know, cause turnovers and you know, get fast breaks. So Jalen Wilson over here, I mean, Ben Sarif. I mean, it's he needs to be able to shoot the basketball. He's interesting, but we'll see what actually happens with him. But all these guys are going to need touches, and there's only one basketball here, man. So even if you stick at AJ DeBonsta on this roster that's currently constructed, it doesn't really move the needle much, man. Not much, a little bit. I think if you keep like Ochi Abach, I can't even pronounce this guy's name, man. Some of these guys, and it was like EJ. Yeah, I mean, he's like 6'6", 240. What's his shooting percentages over here, man? Averages 4.9 points. I see his stats. Can he actually shoot the basketball? 3-point percentage, 28% from three. So that's probably what's holding him back in terms of like really just getting like consistent rotational minutes. Now, drum roll over here, man. Drum roll, drum roll. Yo, what's going on, Daniel? Where's the drum roll at over here, man? Let's see. Drum roll. And we're going to go. All right. Egor Demin over here, man. Egor Demin. The prize jewel. All right. The one that Shawn Marx was saying that it's going to be a future of the Brooklyn Nets, and they were yay when they were in the draft, the green room, and they were so excited to actually get him. Well, Locked On guy over here believes, and I think he knows more basketball than I do, that he is going to be a future All-Star. I'm like, whoa, okay. I mean, because like All-Star, I mean, you're talking about Cade Cunningham, Jalen Brunson, Jalen Brown. So that's going to be interesting. Let's hear what he actually has to say, man. I mean, shoot, man, future All-Star. I mean, listen, I'm a very, very open-minded person, all right? So I'm always apt to learning, man. So, I mean, let's see over here, man, because, like, I mean, a future All-Star? Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Where are you? Analyst over here. Brooklyn. Let's see. He says, Brooklyn Nets Egor Demin can unlock ceiling with this improvement. And I think he's like stealing exactly what I said about Egor. Man, Eric Slater, you don't want to give nobody no credit, man. All right, I see you.
During his rookie season, and a huge portion of that was tied to his three-point shooting and his development in that area, shooting close to 40% on high volume after shooting 27% last season at BYU. So that three-point shooting, combined with the size at 6'9", he has the ball handling and passing ability that he does have, even if the ball handling isn't at the highest level. All of that you would think would lend him to have a floor, and it gives, it lends encouragement that he's going to be a prospect that will make an impact moving forward. But if you talk about the areas of development that are going to take his game to the next level, if I had to pick one, it's tough to pick one, and it's tough to say, like, could you guarantee him being a really good rim finisher or an elite ball handler or an elite defender or anything along those lines? Like, that's not realistic to guarantee, like, wholesale development in any of those areas. So the thing that I would point to is...
Oh, it could be a guarantee. I mean, if he actually willing to go out there and put the work in, sacrifice, whatever, family, women going out there trying to get laid, and you got to sacrifice all that and work like 10, 11 hours a day, on your ball handling, on your shooting. I mean, it's possible, but like, history tells me that it's not possible. All right. So, I mean, no, I was starting to be a fan of Eric Slater, Jonathan. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, I was just, but I don't know, man. He's lying to his audience. He's treating his audience like they're stupid, man. I hate people like this.
It's just him getting stronger. And that's something that I've spoken about throughout this season. If I could snap my fingers and Egor could add 10, 15 pounds of muscle this summer, that's the thing that I would point to, because I think that that's the most realistic area of development in terms of, like, he can get better at ball handling. Is he ever going to be an elite ball handler? I don't think so. He's like, he doesn't have the quickest first step. Could his first step get quicker? Sure. Do I think that he's ever going to be like blowing past people on a regular basis? No. His rim finishing, he's a below the rim player. Do I think he's ever going to like be, skying with his head above the box on the backboard and dunking over people just because he magically adds, so much leaping ability? No, the thing I would point to is the strength. And I think that the strength is going to be a big thing that can help him in a lot of different areas because we saw Egor.
So you said to put 10 to 15 pounds of muscle on. No, man, you got to get to like where Ben Simmons was at. Like Ben Simmons was 240, like 6'9", 6'10", 240. Right now, he's at 200 pounds. So I don't know. I don't see it, man. It's interesting to see if the Brooklyn Nets would be patient. Like most of these teams aren't really patient, and they just don't have the actual development, that you would think in the NBA. Like you think, like this is like one of the most. This is like has the world class players, is the best players from around the world, and they would have like he says, wait, hold on. He says, what Dreamers Pro take? I mean, yeah, I mean, listen, I'm still going to say that Dreamers Pro is right about Terrence Mann. And I'm still waiting for Terrence Mann to actually morph into a superstar. All right, phone lines are up and everything, man. Phone lines are up. Whoever wants to call into the show, it's more than welcome to do so over here, man. Let's finish listening to this, though. Let's see.
Struggles handling the ball at the point of attack this season, initiating offense, and part of that is due to the fact that he doesn't have the tightest handle, and he is a little bit higher off the ground because he's 6'9". But a lot of it is also due to the strength, the lack of strength, him not being able to hold more physical defenders off at the point of attack, and that also translates to once he gets downhill. The thing that the Nets have talked about with a lot of these young prospects is playing off 2 feet, being physical on drives to the rim. So adding that strength is not only going to help Egor to initiate offense, it's going to help him to run pick and roll. And then once he does get downhill, it's going to help him to play in the lane. And obviously, it'll help him defensively as a rebounder, all of that stuff. And that's like something that I spoke about at last year's Summer League because Egor came in and a lot of people thought that he was going to be this point guard, traditional guy handling the ball in the pick and roll so much.
I don't know, man. I mean, that's the difference when you look at college. Yeah. Yo, Jonathan, what's going on, man? So, how's the season for you, man? How's Shawn Marx? What grade did you give him? I give him an F.
I mean, what's less than a Z minus, right? Now, listen, I think a lot of the Brooklyn fans are very relieved the season's over. These 2 years were, I think, probably the most trying times. You kind of go back to 2016 where this team had no future. Only difference is now you have some lottery picks, but clearly the base is ready for hopefully a transcendent summer as far as constructing something that could be competitive again. But a lot has to go the Nets' way. The draft is one thing. For agency, seeing who's out there, trademark, and I think for the Nets, there's three ideas in my mind, a 3-step plan to really fix this. One is you draft in top 4. 2, you get a 7-foot center could actually play center. I saw Claxton's interview too. I don't know what the guy has to feel emotionally strained about. You're making the most money on the team. You literally don't even play center anymore. He plays the pretend Joker role of point forward, which doesn't even exist. So yeah, that's another step process. And the third step process is fire Shawn Marx. Listen, this guy should not be the GM anymore. 10 years, 1 playoff win, a 300-400 win-loss record, a 921 playoff record. This guy's had failed relationships in this organization that he played a part in destroying. He's just not a guy that knows how to lead this team. So if the Nets really want to have a future, get somebody new that has an understanding of what real sustainability is for a roster. I think those are the 3 steps you got to follow. And it'll be interesting to see if this front office can have a change of heart and really think about what is going to make Brooklyn a better team, not just what they think is going to make Brooklyn a better team. So we'll see what happens this summer. But it is
I honestly think and I meant to I should have prepared for this actually better. But he missed out on, and I know y'all guys will laugh at me, but getting guys like Anthony Davis, getting a Ja Morant, and it's not going to win you a championship, but it's a start. And if it doesn't work out with all Ja Morant got to do is shoot the basketball, right? He's shooting 20% from the 3-point line. If he shoots, if he just diligently works on his 3 ball, I mean, the game will be so much easier for him, man, because he has so much speed that you actually have to drop back on him to prevent an easy layup. Then right then and there, he can pull up for 3. And if he gets up to 40-something% from 3, I mean, that's the problem with him. And you could have got him for pennies on a dollar. And same thing with AD, man. Just get something here.
I think for the Nets, they are looking at different star options. Personally, my preference is you look at maybe Apollo or Franz, not this summer per se, but down the line if the Nets feel like that's time to make a move. Obviously, Giannis is going to be connected to us until he's eventually traded somewhere. I don't know where that is, but we've been in rumors. The Knicks have been in rumors, a lot of teams. So this is going to be a very busy summer with the Giannis sweepstakes. But if I'm Brooklyn, you got to get that guy in this draft because no matter what star you go after, you need that young franchise cornerstone that's going to be the next 5 to 10 years. The problem for the Nets is ever since we began this journey 10 years ago, the Nets have never had a homegrown franchise guy. Other teams have gotten that type of guy. Some teams have been unlucky, but for the Nets, we've never felt what that feels like to have a homegrown guy
Well,
who
see, the
knows
thing is,
and makes that kind of
even
future.
if you get AJ, man, AJ can't score 120 points a night, man.
It's not about
They're not going to just give AJ DeBosa easy bucket, man.
It's not about him scoring everything. He's going to be what is going to be the focal engine of where the Nets want to go.
No, but you got to put like adequate, like competent, like pieces around him, man. You can't put this. You can't listen. You can't put this around AJ, man. All they're going to do is just take the ball out of AJ's hands and then force someone else to beat you.
If we have a competent GM, whether that's somebody else besides Marx, I think we could figure this out. But getting that franchise guy, it's one piece of a big puzzle. There are other pieces you're talking about at center, at power forward, etc. It's just
where are you going to get these guys from? Like Nick Claxton's under contract.
Being active and assertive in the trade market, who's on free agency. Obviously, we both agree free agency is kind of dead. So the Nets are obviously going to put all these chips they've accumulated the last few years together for some big piece to join that star they draft. It's going to be a two combination, a current star and a present one in this draft, hopefully. That's the only way the Nets can pull this off. If they don't get a cornerstone guy, and let's say they go after a Giannis and John Morant duo, which we saw the report, everybody saw that report. That's
not going to work out. Giannis can't shoot.
No, it's not.
John Morant can't shoot, and and John Morant has to get neutered.
Listen, I definitely don't like the combination either because they both do the same stuff at the rim. You need a lot of shooters around them. I think the only reason that's even a connection is because Ja, like you said, his trade value is so bad that you probably don't have to give up much for him, but you have to give up a lot for Giannis. So what is around that? It probably won't be a whole lot. So if you get that guy in this draft, you don't got to pay him for 4 years. Then you can go after some big fish like a Mitchell, a Giannis, Apollo, whoever. But you need that guy in this draft, or
it's not easy. The thing is, Jonathan, it's not easy acquiring like really, really, really good talent, man. These guys aren't like these teams aren't trying to let these players just go like that, man. It's hard, man. It's not, good talent like you look at like Con Knipple. I mean, they're not going to just let them go. Oh, like Brooklyn wants to do a trade, and they're not going to let them go like that, man.
Again, we accumulated all these assets. We have all this financial cash space because we do want to be aggressive eventually. The good thing about the Nets is everything is so low with their financial situation that they're just waiting to strike like a shark seeing blood in the water. And obviously, we're connected to a lot of different people. But for me, this draft, it's going to give me a clear view of what we could be in a few years. But if you don't have that guy and it's just Egor and a bunch of rotation guys, that's not really going to sell like you're talking about. Why would Giannis want to come and play with guys that are not stand out like an AJ or a Peterson or a Boozer? You need that guy if you want to make a case to a Giannis or Paulo. Like, why should they come in the first place? Because they would want to partner up with a young star that has potential to play on their level.
I don't know about a young star. I mean, even AJ, I mean, there's certain things he has to work on. And like I said, you're not going to par Giannis up with AJ because again, you're asking AJ to play off the ball. The ball got to be in Giannis. If he's healthy, the ball is going to be in Giannis' hands. Most of the time.
AJ's job will be easy because all the attention Giannis requires, it leaves AJ open for a 3 or 2, whatever AJ likes to do. AJ, like you've seen, he can score in his own rhythm. He knows everywhere he wants to score on the court. So that combo works. But what's the connected to that? It's obviously going to be another piece between Giannis and AJ, and I don't think that's a job. Personally, I think it has to be somebody that can be.
No, I'm just saying you gotta get more shooters, man. I mean, it's not easy getting shooters. I mean, unless these guys improve somewhat. I mean, and then you have to add more layers to that. You have to like be able to put the ball on the floor, 1 dribble pull up, 2 dribble pull up, just in case you got a rim protector there. That's like, you got. I mean, it's I don't know, man. Like Shawn Marx, he's I don't know, man.
He has to go. Listen, in any sport, I'm talking baseball, I'm talking basketball, football, whatever sport in the world, with that record he has, he will be fired. He wouldn't be working at the food stand in that building with that record. Listen, Shawn Marx has gotten by on dumb luck his whole life. He won 2 titles with the Spurs, not having to lift a damn finger, essentially. And that got him somehow a GM position. But listen, he's had all these cat lives. These 2 drafts, you're supposed to acquire at least one franchise guy. The sad thing is, if he does get lucky with top 4, he probably is staying because he's going to tell Joe, imagine what I can surround that kid with. But that is a big promise from a guy with a bad record like that. So I agree, BK. If the Nets want to move forward, I wish Joe Tsai would listen to what all the base is saying to him on Twitter. They're actually calling him out saying, you need a GM with a fresh set of eyes that actually understands roster construction. Shawn Marx has never constructed a roster from top to bottom that makes you and I believe, hey, we have something to work with. Even with the big 3, what was around it wasn't that good. So I'd rather have a GM that actually has a fresh set of ideas for how we can make Brooklyn a legit team, not just a let's do this in one spin and blow everything up type thing that Shawn has done for the last 10 years or so. We need somebody new. I agree. We need a new GM pronto.
Even if you get a new general manager, man, like let's say hypothetically, Joe Tsai goes to Sam Presti and says, "Hey, listen, I'll double your salary." There's no way he can fix this, man. I just don't see it, man.
Listen, Presti Presti would have the picks on this team. It's just I think his mind is a lot more sound than Shawn because he understands how to balance a young core. The problem with Shawn Marx is he's never invested in young players. That's the reason why no young players on his team have ever gotten a legit contract. The only guy that got a legit contract was Nick Claxton, that's atrocious because you've seen how bad his skill set has gone, and he's complaining about his role when it's like, you don't even play center anymore. How could you be upset about a role you're not even playing? So I think that's one of the biggest damning things on Shawn Marx is what are the young talent that he said multiple times, oh, I want us to all look back and brag about that. I signed that guy. Well, there's no young talent you've kept on this team besides Nick Claxton. That is atrocious, if you ask me.
Yeah, Nick Claxton is hot garbage, man. He's hot trash.
You believe that we need a GM that can actually invest in young talent, right? Not just, oh, if you don't meet what I think is a good player, you're out of here. Like, you agree on that, right? That we need a GM that actually...
Well, if it was me, if I was a general manager, I mean, you have to be like, I would look at all the players in the draft and say, hey, listen, I mean, the probability of me not getting into that top 7 is really high. I would have traded a lot of these picks, man, and then just like see early, because you got to look at the talent, man. You got to see if there's a Wemby there or Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown, and you just like got to compare like whatever's coming up in high school, and see and compare them to like let's say players that are currently in the NBA. Like there's no, like you can see Tatum, you can see Wemby before they get to the NBA, and and you don't see that, then you have to trade those picks. I just think he should have traded those like a lot of those picks, man, because the talent wasn't really there, man.
I genuinely think this 18-month timeline, the Nets are going to make some type of aggressive move. I don't know what it is. Obviously, the Giannis thing could be smoke and mirrors, but you got to get a star that actually does want to be here for a certain amount of time. It can't just be a 2-year one and done. Oh, we make a playoff run and then we don't win a title. It's like you need a star that actually wants to build something real in Brooklyn. And through the draft is one way, but of course, we have to find a key balance component. A star that is available. It's just
man. And like I said, I look at the Wizards. The Wizards actually have a better future than the Brooklyn Nets, man. You believe that? That's crazy.
I said this on Twitter. The Wizards will be the best theoretical 10th playing team in NBA history. Listen, they have some stuff, but it's nothing that's going to make Boston or Detroit like shaking their boots. Like even team with a broken Achilles could probably.
Man. If you get a healthy AD, Alex Sarr, and an AJ DeBonsta, man. I mean, defensively,
if they somehow get top 3, then maybe I'm a little okay. But I don't still see them as any type of dominant team. Let's remember, AD might want to leave that team. He had no say in going to the Wizards, and that guy wants $70 million.
Yeah, but if you get like, I mean, the team. Listen, right now, the Wizards are actively tanking right now. But like, let's say hypothetically they get like AJ DeBonsta. Now you got Trae Young. I still hate Trae Young because of his size. I mean, Trae Young works like 10 years ago, but not now. But I mean, that team has a direction now, man, and AD might actually be like reinvigorated, man. So actually, oh, okay, hold on, I got AJ over here. Defensively, they're going to be a menace, man. You got Alatar, AD, and AJ.
If they get top 3, you might have a case. But if they get the 5th pick, I don't think it really changes their trajectory because there's a lot of
I agree.
available.
I'm saying they could, like I said, they could get AJ though. They could get him.
What the Wizards did was an act of desperation to be relevant, and nobody could fault them for that. Nobody's been wanting to go to that team.
It was smart. They should have did that, and just like get AD over here, man. I mean, what did they actually give up to get AD? It wasn't much, right? I mean, they got him for pennies on a dollar.
I agree. We could have made a pre-agency move, but at the same time, we have really nothing around the young guys we drafted. So it's like
you don't play him. Listen, I get that. Listen, getting AD like. In terms of their offensive and defensive rating for the Brooklyn Nets, it moves it up like by like 6 slots. Not to say it'll be top 10, but it moves it up. All right. The Nets are in a laughing stock.
The only problem is AD is going to be 35 soon, and he barely plays at all. It's like similar with Embiid right now. They load manage Embiid the whole season, and he still manages to get sick. It's crazy.
Yeah, but like AD is not like as injury prone as Joel Embiid, because like if you look at AD's body type compared to Joel Embiid's body type, I said this for Joe, like in terms of like today's NBA, it doesn't work for a body type like Joel Embiid because of all the perimeter oriented guys. This is not, trust me. And I'm a big guy who hates guard it's work having to guard the perimeter, man. Yeah, I like to be down low and get punched in the face, but trying to chase guys off that perimeter. I mean, as a big guy, it's hard, man, and it's really, really taxing to your lower extremity.
It's very tough in this new CBA because you don't want to handicap yourself with an asset that's injury prone. Like Embiid, that contract, disgusting. Daryl Morey, for all the mistakes he's ever made, giving him that max extension when he was already injured, that's like an irreversible move. You're gonna have to pay a lot to get away from that. AD is similar because the guy wants $70 million and he only plays like a certain amount of games. So if I was the Nets and I did a free agency move, I'd go after a B star that's like available that actually plays a certain amount of games the following year when we do need to win. I just didn't think the Nets felt that like Ja and Zion obviously were connected to as those B- versions, but both of them have a lot of injury baggage and a lot of off-court baggage, and front office was just not ready to take a risk like that. But I agree. The Nets.
The Nets are in no position to thumb their nose up at anyone, man. I mean, yeah. Listen, right now the Nets are like a former hooker right now trying to find a husband right now, man. You need to take something, man. You can't just thumb your nose up and say, "Yo, I don't want," and say, "Oh, I'm better than." No. You got to get you got to get something here. This is bad. You're not winning with this, man. It's going to be the same old next year. Listen, and Claxton said it's going to be better next year. What do you think about that, man?
Listen, he has to go. I know the Lakers have cap space this summer. Whatever they want to offer us for him, we'll take it and get an actual center. I'm just ready to move off of the Claxton Express. He had 7 years. Nothing's changed about his game. He looks good with star players, but by himself, he's very average at best as an okay guy, but he's no high-quality center. If you looked at him right now in the Eastern Conference, he's like 14 and 15 best center, and that's just putting it bluntly. So if I'm the Nets, I will move him to anybody that has cap space in summer that's willing to take on his last 2 years of the contract and just leave it at that. Like,
he really has no impact on. If you look at the defensive rating of the Brooklyn Nets and offensive rating, he doesn't move the needle, man. You know, like I say, if you get an AD in here that's even like 70, 80%, I mean, that moves things, man. And then over here, what was he saying? Kyrell was saying, like, in terms of the Egor injury, the plantar fasciitis is a terrifying basketball injury. Feet and back stuff is bad. And this is why I didn't want to go this route with the draft, man, because you just don't know if players' body, even if you have a good talent, let's say if Egor was even really good, I mean, you don't know how their body's going to hold up, man, when it comes to the NBA, man. It's just different.
I just think for the Nets, if you're going after a young star, definitely pay attention to what happens with the Magic. I know Franz and Paolo, those are the 2 guys that are their cornerstone pieces right now, but given the financial, how expensive they are, and if they fire,
they're going to fire the coach first. They're going to get rid of Paolo and Franz. They're going to fire the coach first.
But let's go a year ahead, and let's say the Magic, even when a new coach, is still a playing seed. They're eventually going to have to make some cost-cutting moves at the expense of a guy they once thought was franchise worthy. I think that's when the Nets could strike. If you get a Paolo or Franz on this team with a Peterson or a Wilson, I think you have something to work with. That's where I would go.
If you still on the K Wilson shit, man? That dude is not. He's not NBA good, man.
He's not Wilson in college. You do not.
No, that's college, man. We seen then Killian Hayes kill it in college and the G League. And what happens when he got into the NBA?
You're not Killian Hayes. Caleb Wilson is aggressive, assertive, defensively. Very good.
Against college guys, Jonathan. Against college guys, you think he's gonna be? He could be aggressive. Listen, they're gonna. He plays the power forward in the NBA. They're gonna be knocking his ass around like a ping pong ball, man.
Every rookie that comes to the NBA struggle in the beginning with trying to get acclimated to the NBA. Come on. That's such an idiotic question to ask. Every rookie has those growing pains, but Caleb Wilson, the guy's got moxie, the guy's got grit, defensively good, athletically good. He just needs to figure out how to balance out his offensive game a bit more. But he has a lot of intangibles to work with at a power forward position.
I did a full detailed scouting report on Caleb Wilson, man. You guys go, it's 17 minutes long. Y'all got to go listen to it. And no, I don't think he's that good, man. I'm sorry. He's just not.
Watch him play at all. That's hilarious.
Listen, him and AJ DeBonsta are the same exact height. Just go watch AJ play and then go watch Caleb play. That's it.
Okay, that's a bad. Wait, listen, he's also athletic. He can play defense. So, PK, defense is an important asset to have on a guy that can actually be athletic.
Listen, Claxton was a good defender, right? And then what happens when you? What happens? Hold on. What happens when you put him up against NBA centers?
Listen, Claxton does not have Caleb Wilson's agility. I don't even know why that was even a comparison. If you actually watch
Claxton was known at why he got the contract. He was his ceiling was a really high end rim protector. All right, so but if you're being out muscled and outweighed, it doesn't matter, man. Like Claxton doesn't he can't stop.
Caleb Wilson is going to be on a weight program and gain some more muscle, but the guy has a good skill set.
So is Claxton and Clowney. How come they work out for those? How come they're not on a weight program then?
Is Caleb Wilson's skill set as advanced as Boozer or AJ's? No, but is he a top 4 pick? Yes. He's somebody that can work in our team well and be a solid power forward for us. I can't believe you do not like this guy's game. You just got to watch him play.
I get the energy part, JDJ, but there's also a skill component. He doesn't shoot very well.
He has a mid-range and a bit of a three. It's not perfect, but he showed he could do it. Don't act like he didn't show he could do it a little bit. Come on.
Yeah, man. I'm not impressed, man. You compare him to his NBA comp was it Jermaine O'Neal, man? I mean,
you see what JDJ just said? Caleb was ferocious out there when I watched him, relentless, had a good motor. We'll see what looks
like against college guys, man. In the NBA, there's guys that going to be able to jump just as high as him. The physicality is different. Let's say you're going up against a Julius Randle. Julius Randle is a bull, man. You think Caleb Wilson's going to guard Julius Randle? You see how strong he is, man?
Listen, I think Caleb Wilson is going to definitely do a weight program. He's going to get stronger, but he already has a skill set you can work with at power forward. Compared to what Noah Clowney does, Wilson's not afraid to go in the interior and
it's not that he's afraid, man. He try again. You can't just he can't move guys. He's not strong. Clowney's not strong. I've seen Clowney try to. He's not scared. He's not strong to get the separation to get a high percentage shot off.
And Wilson isn't strong compared to what Noah Clowney
shows. He's 215 pounds.
Yeah, he dumps a lot at the rim. I've seen Noah Clowney do it maybe 4 or 5 times this year.
Noah Clowney's athletic too. He's not a below the rim player. Noah Clowney's an above the rim player.
Then why is Noah Clowney's best asset being shoot threes from behind the 3-point line then?
Because he does not have the physical capabilities to move guys at his position to get high percentage shots off.
Caleb Wilson can get in the interior, but you don't look at that. Oh, stop it. You do not watch the play.
He's not moving Bam Adebayo. He's not moving Giannis Antetokounmpo. You see how strong Giannis is? He's not moving those guys. at 215 pounds.
Wait. But guys, this is the same guy that told me to my face on the stream that Cooper Flag is a role player like Andre Karolinko, and it take him 4 years to develop an offensive game. Meanwhile, he's dropped 40, 50-point games already at 18, 19. Yeah,
does Cooper Flag has Kay Cunningham type skills?
Oh my! The fact that Chris guy's a guy that's dropped 40, 50
Cooper
points
Flag have Kay Cunningham type skill? Yes or no?
Have you watched Cooper Flag play? You should know the answer.
Does Cooper Flag have Kay Cunningham type skill?
Play? Yes or no? No. Oh, okay.
He doesn't.
You said no. You said okay. And meanwhile, he's dropped
better than Kay.
They're both very good players. I can't believe
he's not better than Kay.
Okay, and Cooper Flag has dropped 40, 50 points. So what is your point?
Against what teams?
Oh my gosh.
Against bad teams?
Unless this guy has seen something on a scouting report, he will not actually watch the game. I'm convinced. Come on, BK. You got to watch basketball. You cannot just go off a scouting report and be like, oh, that's all the guy's ever going to be. Come on.
Well, wasn't I right? My Claxton take, I wasn't wrong on that, right? I was the first one to actually come out and say, why he's struggling and why he's so good.
I remember you were vouching for Claxton a few months ago when we were on that Mirage run in December. It's like, oh, Claxton actually plays decent now.
He has a good game. He has a good game.
No.
He's far from a championship center.
Yeah, but now you're back to your usual take of he's a horrible player. Like, BK, you just got to be consistent with how you evaluate players.
I did 15 Claxton videos.
Okay, and we already know what Nick Claxton's ceiling is, but to say Caleb Wilson already has a horrible ceiling is egregious when he's projected top 4.
Yes, AP even said it too, man. He's not skilled, man. He's not.
Oh my God.
He's not skilled. He's not.
He's actually very skilled, Caleb Wilson.
I did the scout report, man. The scouts ain't lying.
BK, do you watch with your eyes and not just what you see on a screen?
Oh, Jonathan, I don't know enough about. All right, let me get. Oh, Harlem has been sitting there for a minute, man. Hold on.
Cooper Flag sucks. Caleb Wilson sucks.
I didn't say Cooper Flag sucks. Okay. I never say he sucks.
You say Kay Cunningham. Like when the dude's already shown you he's a really skilled generational talent. Or whatever.
Oh, listen, Robert Porter, man. I mean, I'll drop the link over here. You can actually come on the show and you can tell me how I don't know basketball, man. We can have a debate right now if you want.
Okay, I really think you might have a future as Bill Simmons co-host. I really do. If this is the takes you're gonna keep delivering, man, you gotta watch the game. You can't just say something crazy that doesn't make any sense for publicity standards. You actually have to watch these young
man. You got it. You have to. If you're going to play he's dubbed as a small forward. No, actually a power forward center. Caleb Wilson.
Yes.
And the same thing. He's the same size as Nick Claxton. Same weight.
Oh my gosh, he does way more than Claxton could do if you actually watch Caleb Wilson play.
Claxton is not. Listen, when I say Claxton is trash, all right. Listen, Claxton is good. He's a good player. All right. In terms of ball handling, he can handle the ball. He has some footwork. Like he has a little jump hook with both hands, but it's just doing it against like NBA centers. Like you got to be able to like move guys out of the way, get separation so you can get a clean shot off. But if you can't move guys and guys, this is like right in your airspace, you're not going to get a clean shot off. And that's the problem with Claxton. Now, when I say Claxton's garbage, against me, he'll bust my ass. You know what I'm saying? Because he's strong. He'll move me out of the way like I'm nothing and just be able to finish. He just can't do that against other NBA power forwards and centers. That's the problem because he's not strong enough. It's the same thing with Caleb Wilson. Caleb Wilson is good.
Same thing. Wilson's actually dunked over people's heads. Open rebound plays. If you actually
saying he's going to dunk? He's just going to dunk on Giannis?
He is very athletic and skilled. You're not giving him a chance.
Is he going to dunk on Giannis?
All because Caleb Wilson is
he going to dunk on Giannis?
Hey, I cannot make that prediction. I just know he's going to dunk on somebody. Okay.
I was watching Ace Bailey and Giannis work out together, and I say, man, just look at the difference, the size difference between Ace Bailey and a Giannis Antetokounmpo, man. You just don't play basketball, and you just don't understand.
Okay, you remember Giannis came into the NBA as a toothpick, right? He actually had to work to build that Greek body that he did, right? So you don't think Caleb Wilson could do something similar for his own person?
How come Giannis's brothers haven't done the same thing?
Yo, guys, can replay? Did he really just say why his brothers?
Yeah.
He does. Because Giannis it made himself a generational talent. What are you talking about? Come on, guy. His brothers are stand-ins. Stop it.
I mean, how come they don't get stronger then?
Listen, BK, not everybody can do it. It takes a special mindset. But Caleb
Exactly.
Wilson has athleticism.
How do you know? And how do you know that Caleb Wilson's going to do it or not?
Have you seen him play? You actually have to watch the guy play to make an assessment. You're just going based off what you saw on a scouting report. Exactly, BK. To watch the game for once. I really do.
All right, what you got on the title, man? Because Locked On Guy was basically saying the season is a success, and he believes that Egor is actually going to be an all-star, man. And Claxton, he's saying like, you know, the losing and the tanking has really, really gotten to him, and it's affecting his game. What do you think, man?
All right, first and foremost, before I say anything, shout out to my Knicks for beating the dog shit out Boston, Johnny. Talk to me nice, baby. Talk to me nice, Johnny. I had to start with that, bro. Shut up, John. Belt the motherfucking ass. Belt to ass.
Yeah, oh yeah, sure. That's
Belt
your version of it. Oh, the plan is 5 6 days. I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
It's so crazy, John. I had to come on meeting to talk my shit because, like, you know what I'm saying? And listen, I don't want to hear they didn't have Jaylen Brown, bro. I don't want to hear that.
They still almost beat your team without him. So, like, you're bragging about a win without their best player.
It's about a regular season game, man. Wait till the playoffs actually begin, man.
No.
Nobody cares about the regular season.
No. Because no. You know why, BK? Because you the same guy, right? One thing about you, BK, you're not a fair person, bro. I gotta call you out. You're not fair at all. Because if Boston would have beat the Knicks, you would have been the first one up here talking.
I would say the same thing. I don't care about the regular season. Both teams don't care.
Well, let me just say this, and before we get into the Nets, right? So I was looking at the standings, BK, right? And you know, tomorrow is the last game. So I wanted to ask you briefly. So Toronto is 5th, right? So the top 4 is already locked in, right? So the Pistons and Celtics are the top 2, and then the Knicks is 3, and the Cavs is 4. So tomorrow, the Raptors, the Magic, and I believe it's the Magic, Toronto, and Charlotte. I think they all tied, but it's 3 teams from the 5th to the 7th. They all tied. All right, there you go.
It's Orlando, Toronto, and the Hawks. If Toronto wins tomorrow against them and the Hawks lose to Miami, it would be Hawks and Knicks. But if the Hawks win and Toronto wins, it would be Toronto and Knicks. So that Miami Hawks game will decide pretty much 5 or 6.
So this is what I wanted to ask you, Kay, right? What I wanted to ask you is this. I feel like a lot of these teams have regressed, right? So I wanted to ask you, if the Magic or Philadelphia, if one of them 2 teams don't win, right? I feel like if Philly don't make it to the playoffs, I feel like they got to break it up. Do you agree? Yes or no?
I
kind of feel like it's been too long with Embiid, and I feel like they're not winning, bro. So it's like if they lose, I feel like you got to break it up. If the Hornets don't win, I feel like you got to break that up because you got to realize.
Why? It's the Hornets' first winning season in a long time. You built on that. You never break it up.
The Philly one you're right about, but they have Embiid committed to some really good money that they can't move.
This is why I would break up the Hornets if they lose. LaMelo Ball, he been in the league like 6 years. He never made it to the playoffs. So for you to make it to the playoffs and still lose, it's not like you really went forward, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of them niggas got to leave, him or Miles Bridges. You feel what I'm saying? Because, like, when you look at all of these teams, the only team I would keep together is probably Toronto. And that's only because Brandon Ingram still got there. They still, like, Toronto, in my opinion, is one piece away. Like, they just need, like, another person that could score. I would keep them together. But when you look at the Magic have been, like, ass for, like, the last 4 years, bro. Why would you bring them back? So has Philly. You're gonna bring back the same.
Well, again, I mean, the first thing they'll do is fire the coach, and that doesn't work. Then you'll talk about actually like getting rid of players. But like it took like the Charlotte Hornets like a long time just to get a record over like 500, 4 games of the.
I'm just saying, if you bring them back,
expand on
right?
it. Huh?
But if you bring them back, though, right? What's gonna be different? That's what I'm trying to say, bro. If you bring back,
Well, I mean, it depends, man. It all depends on how you actually lose. If you get blown out, if it's like you get like how the Brooklyn Nets were blown out in that playoff series when they just won one game against Boston. Now you got to make changes. But it's like to the wire. You just add pieces. You keep adding.
Did you see that game with the Magic Toronto where Toronto blew them out by 50 points and the president of the Magic was in attendance? If they had that same type of performance in the following season, they definitely got to move pieces. Their problem is they went all in financially just when the new CBA kicked in. If you're giving players all that money and you're against the luxury, you're not winning, you have a very, very small window to what Harlan is talking about. And that's where I think the Nets could strike is if Apollo Franz becomes available. I'll stick to that take for now.
And let's just make this one point, right, BK? All right, cool. I don't have Miami making it, right? So let's just say Charlotte played them. I already think the Heat is getting bounced, right? So scratch them, right? So who you think BK is winning out of the Philly and the Magic? Who you got winning? Because the winner out of that is going to be the 7th seed. So who you think going to win that?
I don't know, man, because
If you had to
have,
so who would you
gotta run different. Like with Paulo Banchero, they run the offense through him a lot. And
I'm just saying, if you had to pick, who would you pick? If you had to pick one,
I guess between Philadelphia and Orlando.
Yeah.
And
they the 7th and 8th seed. So right now, if they played each other, that's who would play. And the winner out of that would play Charlotte.
Let me see the players.
I'm gonna be honest. I
guess I'll go with Orlando. Let me see. Let me look at the Philadelphia 76ers players. It'll be tough though, man. I'm gonna go Philly. Because who's the Orlando Magic center? I keep forgetting his name.
It's Wendell
Wagner, right?
Yeah, listen.
So him and Paulo Banchero can't really shoot. So. I mean, Mo Wagner, he shoots like 20. The last time I checked was 28% from the 3-point line. And then Paulo Banchero is 32% from the 3-point line. So if I'm going up against those guys, I'm dropping back on them and try to force them to beat me from the outside.
If you had Embiid, I think I would give it to Phil, but without him, they're just so weak at the center position. They have Drummond right now.
Bro, I'm going Philly without Embiid. I'm gonna tell you why. It's nobody on the Magic that's going to stop Maxey.
Well, Maxey he has a little bit in his thumb. You got to take that in consideration. Ever since Maxey came back, he hasn't exactly been dropping a lot of buckets. So if he has to carry the load on Tuesday and his thumb is bothering him, that could definitely tilt the game in Max's favor. Listen, I
had a thumb injury from playing basketball. Oh my gosh, that joint hurts.
Paul George just looked good, but he looked really good with Embiid. George is not defensively stopping a whole lot of guys as he gets older. So I would say the edge could go to the Magic as long as Franz and Paulo both contribute at least 20+ points. But listen, no, I could see Philly winning, but if Philly does win, it's an easy edge against the Celtics. They have nothing to match up.
But here's the thing, right? Say if the Magic won, right? Now you got Philly versus Charlotte, right? So this is what I'm saying, okay, right? If Philly versus Charlotte, whatever one of them teams get eliminated, that's what I'm trying to tell you. They're regressing, bro. So if Philly was to lose to Charlotte, it's no way you can't break it up, bro. It's no way. You gotta break that shit up. Like Maxey and VJ Edgecombe, they my cornerstone. But Paul George, he's getting sent away, and Embiid, you got to retire or I'm packing you up. I'm not bringing back the same team, bro, because you regressed.
Well, yeah, Philadelphia I get, but we'll see. I mean, VJ Edgecombe is playing well.
The problem is financially, both those guys are making max extensions and they're old. So it's like for Embiid, he's not just going to give up money to retire until the end of that contract. So I think they're screwed with that. The George thing is they can move off him, but they're going to have to attach assets. Nobody's taking George's $50+ million when he already got suspended this year for a drug situation. He's been injured a lot the last few years. So Philly, whoever they move off of, they're going to pay a price this summer. And it'll be interesting to see what team with cap space is willing to shoulder that type of salary, because I don't think anybody wants the contracts of Embiid.
I got a question for y'all. Is there any team in the East that you and BK feel like is a first-round upset? So we know the favorite. We know the favorites, but outside of the favorites. So right now, right, we know Boston is either gonna play one of the three teams from 7 and 9, right? We already know that. The Knicks right now would play the Raptors, but that could change because tomorrow anything could happen, right? So the Knicks will probably play the Magic, Raptors, or the Sixers, right? And then the Cavs will play the Hawks, Raptors, or whoever. So do y'all see anybody getting upset where like they just lose? I'm not talking about 6-7 games, but I'm talking about just lose.
I think one team that I'm clearly looking at for potential upset are the Cavs. If it's the Hawks, that last game I saw, the Hawks were just outworking the Cavs whole game. And I think for the Cavs, listen, as much as Harden and Mitchell have gelled well, let's remember who James Harden is. He's Mr. Houdini in the playoffs. He disappears on a random game or whatever you want to call it. And I think for Mitchell, he's always had to carry a scary burden, but it's really dependent on Mobley and Allen. Mobley, people thought was this generational star player, hasn't shown it yet. And Jared Allen, he's dealing with a bad knee that might require surgery. So if there's any one team I can see get upset, it's the Cavs. Not because they're not lacking talent, but because do they have enough time to make the pieces gel? Think about the Hawks as soon as they got CJ McCollum and Jalen Johnson playing so well, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker, that team has shown any team. If you take a slight,
if I'm the Knicks, I want to stay away from Atlanta, man. I definitely want to stay away from Atlanta. And listen, it's not going to be Mike, and I'm going to do a separate video on this. It's not going to be Mike Brown's fault. Don't blame Mike Brown, man, because
I think the Hawks could beat the Knicks, BK. That's
diabolical. Yeah, man. Yeah.
I don't know if the Hawks could beat the Knicks, but I think they could win 2 games at the very least against them.
Nah, I don't know about that, man. I mean,
maybe one game, bro.
It's all about matchups, and they just got guys that can make things like they can make life harder on Jalen Brunson.
The Hawks have a fun team, but they don't exactly have a main conduit to bring it all together. I think Jalen Johnson is a offensive game, bro. No, they have a lot of height. They have a lot of good wings. I just think for them, they don't have that main guy that's like their co-star to a superstar. Jalen Johnson might be their franchise guy, but you have CJ McCollum who's been good. You have Nickeil Alexander-Walker who's been outwardly. It's just they're missing that extra ingredient, but they could definitely give a team a lot of fret. So if you ask me who's an upset, the Cavs, just because they haven't had enough time to gel with their pieces as some other teams have. So that's the one team I'm looking at.
I would say the Knicks, man. I think you really sleep. I think you're sleeping on Atlanta, man. I really think you're sleeping on them, man. Yeah,
Atlanta
man.
beating the Knicks, that's diabolical.
I mean, I don't like I said, it's going to come down to like a lot of the role players. It's like we already know that Jalen Brunson is going to do his thing. Cat is going to do his thing, but it's going to come down to like, can OG provide you enough offense, and can Mikal Bridges provide? Because like Jalen Brunson can't score all the points, man. I mean, he can't score 80 points a game.
What role players the Hawks gonna give you, bro? What role players the Hawks got, bro?
Like Jonathan was just saying, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, CJ McCollum, Dyson Daniels is actually pretty decent. I mean, they got a lot,
right? CJ McCollum is not considered a role player. He's like one of the stars. And if you want to,
he's washed, man. He's a role player.
No. But if we going off of technicality, right? He's the only one on there with long experience in the playoffs. He's the only one.
It's about matchups. I mean, what team is better?
BK, I like the Hawks starters, but their bench to me, their bench is either good or it isn't on some nights. So their starting unit is going to have to carry a lot of the burden, especially against the Cavs, who could still beat them. But that could be potential upset. Now, Knicks and Hawks, that could be a fiery series. Now, you probably get the Nets, but the Hawks could definitely push them to the limit, I think.
Now, if you said the Magic, right, I would give the Magic a fighting chance to beat the Knicks. I'm not going to lie. I don't think they would beat the Knicks, but I definitely would give them a chance to knock the Knicks out. They have the firepower to do it. But the Hawks, absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. And the Hawks is good defensively.
The Hawks would have to maintain insane momentum. And the crazy thing is, Towns and Brunson have been utilizing a 2-man game in 4 quarters. If the Hawks can't counteract that in a close, tight game in the 4th quarter, they don't have a chance. So for the Hawks, they'd have to really score quick in those first 2 quarters to maintain some type of lead, because the Knicks have shown they have if their 2 star players can play well together, that might be more than enough. But the Hawks could definitely push them to a limit. They can push anybody to a limit. That's why the Cavs, I think, cannot take the Hawks lightly in that first round, because James Harden,
I'm not gonna lie to you,
he shows up, it disappears.
I'm kind of scared of Philly, bro. Like, I know Philly always ass in the playoffs, but I'm looking at Philly, bro. Philly got some hitters, man. Like, I'm looking at the X-Home Maxey. That's gonna be a nightmare. And then I feel like if Embiid come back, him and Paul George, and then you got to remember they got Kelly Oubre. He could give you 20. And still got Kyle Lowry.
Embiid isn't coming back. He got his appendix taken out. That's like an 18-20 recovery day. And then after that, there's a rehab process. And I don't even think Philly's going to make it to the first round. If they do, it's a quick exit against Boston, because Boston is just so good from top to bottom. And as much as Maxey and Edgecombe are very fun, Maxey's dealing with a thumb injury. If Maxey's scoring lights out, George and him are not enough. So I don't give him an edge just because Embiid. They needed Embiid to be healthy, and they actually did everything for him to be healthy. But even then, he still got hurt. So I agree with you. They're gonna have to break that crap up, but it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get off of those contracts.
I think a lot of teams are gonna get broken up if the Cavs don't make it past the second round. Mitchell might be out of there. Harden might be on the move again. I'm looking at the Cavs.
Yo, Jamal was good.
They might have to get broke up. I ain't gonna lie, BK. It's looking kind of nasty in the East, bro. A lot of teams is gonna have to.
Well, I told you, man. The 10th seed is like 4 games over 500. Like back in the days, the 10th seed would be like 7 games under 500. So it just shows you the talent pool. And
I want to say this too, bro. Bam Adebayo, if the Heat lose, I would love to see him on the Warriors with Steph Curry. I don't know why, but I feel like he would do good in that. Like, if I was thinking about it earlier, if they could somehow keep Butler and Porzingis and they could add Bam with Curry, that would put them right back in the mix. If they could like put that shit together, because I like Bam and I like Porzingis being able to be 2 bigs that could defend and stretch the floor. So if they could kind of get Bam and keep Porzingis and Butler, Golden State could be, low key good, but. I don't know if that could happen, but Bam definitely got to get the fuck out of Miami.
I think that Warriors window's ending, but I agree that Bam is the wild card. He's ready to compete on a team that wants to win. Whether it's a team like us who could get him, if we actually rebuild well the next year or build up, he could be an option for us. But he could be an option for anybody. Bam is that good. It's just Miami, they've wasted so many opportunities with Bam after the Butler crap. I just think their window passed. They have to embrace the youth of it all, but Bam is a guy that has a window to win right now. So he could be a guy to watch out on the trade market in next February. I don't think he'll be traded this summer, but if Miami starts slow again the following season, I would not be surprised if Bam asks out leading up to the deadline. He's definitely
start slow next season. Bro, you ain't hear Bam come out and say he's tired of being in a play-in. He might ask out in the offseason. Ain't no next season, bro.
I think Miami would sooner trade Tyler Hero, who they don't want to extend, before they fully give up on Bam. I don't think they want to keep Hero, so they might try to sell him for whatever they can get and try to keep Bam.
Your question, John. If you're playing 82 games every year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you always losing. So I heard BK say Claxton say he's tired of losing. Yo, bro, I would be. You see, here's the thing, right? I don't care about losing. Here's my mentality. I care about are we trending in the right direction? So say me, you, and BK is all on the same team, right? And we had 3 losing seasons, but each season we're getting better. The talent around us is getting better, and seeing.
It's not though.
No. I'm just giving an example, right? So you go from 15 games, then you go to 25 games, then you go to 35. You know what I'm saying? Like shit is progressing. So it's like when you're not progressing and you're just losing, of course people is gonna get tired. So at the end of the day, if Claxton say get me the fuck out of here, you can't.
Hold on 1 second, Jonathan. What did I just tell you about Washington?
That is a mock. It's not real, and they're not getting.
I'm just saying. I mean, before I even pulled this up, I was trying to warn you. Didn't I tell you?
BK, if we get Cam Boozer, I'm totally excited. But Washington is not getting #1 pick with the worst record since they fixed the odds, no team with the worst record got number one. It's definitely not going to be a team that gave up Kobe Bryant's record. I'm sorry, they're not getting the number one pick.
I'm
I
gonna
think
be
that's
honest with you,
really
bro. If Darren Peterson went to the Pacers, he's not starting. He's coming off the bench, so that would be nasty for
I
him.
think they would want it. Why would they want him when they already have Halliburton? They probably would want Boozer or Wilson. Why would they want another guard to be in the backup with Halliburton? I don't see that as being a good move for them.
Someone was saying Mikael Brown is actually. I mean, he's 180 pounds though. He's light.
I got a question, BK. That tall center from Michigan. Where you think he going? I like his game, bro. He could hoop. He's a more athletic Zach Edey than me.
It depends if he can slide his feet or not. It all depends on like how he is defensively.
I just told you, bro. He a more athletic Zach Edey. You not listening? He from Michigan. He's the center. I forgot his name though.
I gotta look him up then.
He like 7'2" or 7'3".
I meant to because I was mentioning that I was actually meant to do a video on those Michigan players, man. There's some players that can actually help the Brooklyn Nets.
Utah got crazy.
Yo, he played just like Zach Edey, but he more athletic though. You feel what I'm saying? But his game
I think Indiana takes Cameron Boozer over Darren Peterson though.
They would, and that would suck for us. But I would still be happy to get Wilson. It's just Darren Peterson. Is he actually healthy?
Wait. If they took Cam Boozer, he not starting though.
Oh,
on Indiana? Yeah, he is.
He's not starting over Pascal Siakam, bro. No, he's not.
Well, maybe not, but he will start. He might be the temporary backup, but he will start a good amount of games next year for the Pacers when Pascal needs his casual off day because Cameron Boozer is a proven winner and he's got a grown man's body. So I would be shocked if he's not starting.
Yo, Jay, what's good, man?
Hold on, let me let Jamal get up in here. Jamal, what's good?
What's
going on, man?
Long time no talk, nigga. Well,
yeah, where you been at, man?
I've been all over.
I thought you died, man. Yeah, I'm like, yo, Jamal. I said, I think he died.
Nah, you be coming on too late. You be coming on too late, BK. Late shift. You be doing a late shift.
Jamal moved to the Twitterverse for me.
Yeah, I'll be on Twitter with John, and I'll be on Breezy Joint.
Oh, all right. Now I thought you died, man.
And Scott Joint too. Nah, man. Listen. Look. I was just on Take-a-thon, and they on their BS right now, right?
What they say?
They got I did the mock draft, and they got Dallas number 1, Memphis number 2, Chicago 3, Utah 4, Washington 5, Indiana 6. And Brooklyn is 7.
Damn.
Yeah, 7.
It's funny.
I like Kingsley Fleming.
Yo, if the Nets, listen, man. If the Nets get the 7th pick in this draft, I will personally go down to the Brooklyn Nets organization and drag Shawn Marx out by his feet, man. And throw him into the Long Island Sound, man. I swear.
But even with this, it's just crazy because the bottom 3 teams. They got 4, 5, 6, and 7. That's the crazy part.
Jamal, this is why I'm upset that we didn't fully go for the worst odds. At least you have the worst odds. You're locked in top 5. People are telling me, John, be happy we accomplished the mission, got the 3rd odds. Well, guess what? It could go in your favor, or it could drop you to one spot where you drafted the previous year, which would suck. I just think people got to be realistic, too, that it's no guarantee, but I want it to be a guarantee. It's just you got to have every scenario mapped out in your head. You can't just say, oh, we're guaranteed because we got a 3rd odds. I would have been super psyched with 2 or 1. At least I know it's 6 or 5 at the very worst.
But, John, I'm not going to lie to you. I'll probably stop watching the NBA if Dallas get the number 1 pick, bro. That means they're gonna pair Cooper and AJ up together. I'm done.
They can't. Listen, Dallas cannot. If that happens, I told people boycott the NBA. You cannot give Dallas back-to-back generational talent because Adam Silver, likes making sure they're happy. That would just kill the
Cause the Luka trade. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not having it, bro. I'll stop watching the NBA if that happens, bro.
We just gotta aim for top 4, and if it's Caleb Wilson at 4, I'm a happy guy. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, like right now, listen, I would love to maybe get another pick in the draft. Let's see if Sean would, deal some of the number twos and try to get a number
You
one.
only have a pick in the second round at like 32 or 33, which essentially be like the second or third pick in the second round. So that could be a trade chip to move up. I just think for Shawn Marx, he's aggressive at the wrong times and he's not aggressive at the right time. So I agree with you. It's just, is he the guy to do that? I would draft this historic. I don't know. We'll see.
I
Yeah,
got a question for you, Jay.
what's up?
Yo, bro. The Nets ain't gonna win the 2050, my nigga. It's over.
Stop with that BS. Stop with
Bro,
that BS.
it's over, bro. Yo, Jay,
Listen,
them niggas need to move back to
Well, I think
Jersey.
as long as you have Shawn Marx there, I mean, it's definitely possible. But
we know that's the problem. He gotta go, bro. We've been saying this. We've been saying this since he broke up the big three.
Yo,
Man. He gotta go.
Hey, yo, Jay, I don't want to be funny, but I'm gonna be. I'm gonna say some real funny shit though. Yo, bro, listen, niggas gotta really do like reverse psychology. Y'all gotta start saying y'all want Shawn Marx.
No.
The more you want him to leave, the more they gonna keep it.
yo, when it comes down, listen, when it comes down to the actual draft, who do you want sitting there, man? You want Shawn Marx sitting there, or like
You know,
man.
Because listen, BK, the fans want him gone, but I'm giving you facts. The more you want a person to go, is the more they gonna keep him. So it's not really what the fans want. Joe Side's the owner, and he loves Shawn Marx. So really, you gotta get Joe Side out of there. You feel me? It's not really Shawn Marx.
Well, I mean, he's the owner. Unless he does something egregious, you can't just force him to sell the team. He has to do something like on
That's what I'm saying. He's never gonna get rid of Shawn Marx.
If he buys another team, he'll sell a team. But Jamal, we should thank Claire Wusal. She's a proven champion. She helped Liberty win a title. They just got Satu Sabli today. A huge game-winning move. Send her. She actually makes moves.
They know how to put a team together over there.
Mother's Day, and it's on Mother's Day. So, wouldn't you want to send Claire Wusal to represent us? I think that would be.
When is the actual draft though? When the draft picks happen?
May 10th is the lottery. June 26th is the actual draft. June 26th is the draft. May 10th is the lottery.
Yeah, we gotta wait a whole month. Jesus, man.
Yo, Jay, so listen, right?
Yeah.
So did you see what the Liberty just did?
Yeah. That's what we was just talking about.
Yo,
that's
bro,
why I said they know how to build a team, bro. They know how to get them free agents and shit, bro.
Now I don't know who said this on the stream the other night, but somebody made a good point. It seemed like they putting more. It seemed like Joe Size putting more into the Liberty than the Nets, bro.
It's not Joe. It's his wife, Harlem. It's his wife making the moves. He just sits behind and smiles for the photo op. And Jamal,
yeah, but listen, bro. At least somebody in Brooklyn is winning. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm just saying. If
nobody care about no damn Liberty, man.
Jamal, you heard someone
NBA players fuck with the WNBA, my nigga. You bugging.
No, who cares about me? I'm talking about the mass general audience. Don't really care.
Yeah, Jamal, you
watch the WNBA, BK. Where you been at, bro?
He doesn't watch NBA. Listen, Jamal, you heard Sean Duke, right? He said, I'm so nervous. I'm like, you should be nervous. You should be nervous as a sinner going to confession. For 10 years, you've had 1 million cat lives. If you don't get top 4, the cat lives are over. Pack your bags, go to New Zealand, watch another Aussie that you overrate, and you want to make a part of your team. We don't want that anymore. We want actual talent. Get me a GM. And you know what's crazy? Every time this guy talks about flexibility. If you want flexibility, go do a yoga class. Otherwise, it's gonna be a conference yet.
Did you get a chance to watch on Locked On Nets?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it.
Did you see what he said, that the move is, if we don't get a top pick, they're gonna pivot and try to get free agents.
Yeah, I know.
Try to get a Giannis and they even said a Donovan Mitchell. I said, "Oh no, bro."
I like Mitchell.
Come on, bro.
You have to give up a lot for Mitchell as opposed to Giannis, but maybe you could sign Peyton Watson or at least raise the price for the numbers.
But they was talking about getting both of them. They was talking about getting Giannis and Donovan Mitchell, bro.
No,
I said,
what-
come on now.
it wasn't Mitchell.
You want to be in purgatory for the rest of your life
No,
because you're
actually,
going to trade away all your picks.
Jamal, Brian Lewis reported it was Mitchell and Giannis. Brett Spiegel and some others from Clutch Sports said Giannis might want to partner with Ja, which is, of all the co-stars, you want the guy with a lot of baggage that's knee deep right now? Pause, but like, come on. I don't know if that would really do well.
At this point, John, I feel like we at a route. We might as well just go the young route at this point. Just keep getting your draft picks. And
I don't know, man. The players got to be there, man. I mean, if you don't have a Wemby in the draft, or I mean, like we moved on Dylan Harper, like I mean, I don't know, man.
Too late to fuck with the Knicks, my nigga.
But I'm not willing to sell our picks to go get a Giannis. He's 33 with MCL problems and stuff already.
Bro,
like,
Giannis not going to the Jets. That's just chatter, bro. He's not going to Brooklyn. Everybody know that already, bro.
Funds to be available. I think that fits the timeline a lot better than.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, let's say if you do surrender those picks, and another Wemby is actually, I don't know, man. I think Jamal's probably right, man. Because at 33 years old, Giannis, if he was like
down
20,
already,
25, 26, I mean. Nah,
you got to target a young.
I mean, listen, for the show would definitely be more interesting having a Giannis on here, better than talking about Egor Demin.
If you can get Mitchell here with Giannis, I'm all for it. But if it's Ja Morant, it's like Katie and Curry again. If it's a promise, I think you're a nutcase like Ja.
The thing is, you saw it with Dame, though, man. Like Dame.
What are you?
Giannis, it's the same thing. Like when you had Shaq and Kobe, man. Like Shaq, even though Kobe was more skilled than Shaq, but Shaq was such a dominant force. The offense had to be ran through him, man. Even though Kobe was way more skilled than like Shaquille O'Neal, it's just that the dominance, the pressure that he puts on the rim. As soon as Shaq touches the ball, heads turn. Oh, what Shaq is going to do? What Shaq is going to do?
So you think Giannis and Ja is our version of Kobe and Shaq?
No, what I'm saying is that the reason why it didn't work with Dame and Giannis is because Dame can't be Dame when you're playing with Giannis.
Well, that injury didn't help. But listen, if the Giannis thing makes sense, you have the right co-star. It can't be Ja just because they both play the same. They both have injury concerns. One has a lot of baggage. The other, I think.
Listen, man. Any player at any given time. Any player at any given time can get injured in basketball, man. You just don't know, man. It's just one of those things. It's so unpredictable.
I don't know why we keep talking about the Nets, bro. They ain't gonna be good no time soon, bro.
Cooked in the playoffs, man. I cannot wait till that day. Knicks.
Listen, I told you, man. I'm gonna get into a lot of Knicks come playoffs, man. But it's as a matter of fact, I'm gonna do a whole thing on the actual first round.
Bro, you might as well talk about the Knicks now, bro.
There's nothing to talk about, man. We gotta see who they're playing first. There's nothing to talk about.
We already know who the Knicks is playing. Most likely they're gonna play the Raptors or the Magic. We're gonna put belt the ass with either one, so it don't even matter.
Well, might as well talk about the second round. If you get the Reds, they're gonna take your team to the limit.
I ain't gonna lie to you,
I told you, man. There's a lot of competition when it comes to the Knicks out there, man.
I'm gonna tell you I really want to see.
Your boys that you talking about that you like on the Knicks, they only get a couple of hundred views, man. It's just that many Knicks content creators out there. It's a lot, man.
But here's the thing, BK. I always tell you, it's no competition because if you all like the same team, everybody's really showing everybody love. So it's like,
listen, man. When
it's like Breezy told you, right? He got net content, you got net content. Do you consider you and Breezy in competition?
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah, it's a competition. It's always a competition.
I don't think it's a competition because he show you love, you show him love. So
not like that. Where I want to see his show end. I'm just saying, it's there is competition out there, man. I mean, when you have someone, we all trying to get. Well, all right, it's competition. It's competition, though, man. It is. And like I said, I
It's only
can't get like
competition,
Knicks fan TV got like 25,000 people on their live, man. I can't compete with that,
but
man.
it's only
Sometimes you
competition.
gotta know when to, you gotta know when to, you gotta know when to
You gotta trust your own content. Okay, BK. What I did was when I left your show, I expanded it. I did different platforms. I'm doing now, Spaces pages, other podcasts. You gotta like expand your content a little bit, but cover your bases. Either you're a Nets guy or a Knicks guy. I hope that you
That's the thing. I don't want to like open. I don't want to open up a can of worms where I just do a lot of Knicks stuff and then I get a whole bunch of Knicks. It's a lot of work, man. I don't do this. It's not a full time thing for me. This is a side hustle, man.
BK. Who the guy that came on the platform the other day in the comments and he was like, "Hey, yo, BK and Harlem is not Net fans and they Knicks fans."
I gotta go back.
That's why you gotta be careful, man. You are the Nets and Knicks, man. Just choose one side and stick to it.
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing. I don't want to open up a can of worm where I build a whole audience for the Knicks and I gotta do both teams. It's not. It's not a full time thing for me. It's a side hustle, man.
Was you on Breezy show when the Rick guy came up there, John?
I don't remember.
So it was the Rick guy that came on Breezy show yesterday, right? At like 6:00. And
that guy, his special guest. Yeah, he followed me on Twitter today. Shout out to him.
So he had a book about the whole history of the Nets. You know what he said on Breezy channel, bro? And this is a Net fan. You know what he said? He said, as long as the Nets is in New York, it's always gonna be a Knicks city. That's what he said out his own mouth, bro.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He said that on his own mouth. So it's like when you ask BK, like, what fan is he? He a Knicks fan, bro. That's the only fucking fan.
That's nasty. Considering we built the show for Brooklyn based only. If that is BK, I hope you are not ever going to admit something like that. Because if you do, respectfully, man, I cannot create content on the show. I create content for the Brooklyn baseball. I can make Knicks fans all over Twitter. That's actually fun for me. That there is a rivalry that's fun. If you don't think it's a rivalry, then don't watch sports. Because if I'm a Yankees fan, I'll never ever.
When it comes to the Brooklyn Nets, there's nothing to really talk about until like May. When it comes to the draft, man, we'll know then. And
John,
it's a high probability. I would say it's a 70% probability the Brooklyn Nets won't get into the top 3. I mean,
John, you know what's funny, John? All of the people from Brooklyn, right? Jamal, LM, AP, right? All of the Brooklyn niggas. Brooklyn been so bad, they ain't even been up here, bro. That's how bad Brooklyn been. Niggas ain't even come up here, bro.
They're all over social media. These guys go to different platforms. They don't just come to one show. They expand their content. That's what we do. Listen,
BK is like Johnny Carson, man. He be on like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, bro. People got work.
Yeah, I'll do an earlier show for you, Jamal.
People got work, bro. I ain't gonna cap, bro.
I gotta work. I gotta work too, man. I know how it is, man. I be tired. Sometimes I be tired. I was stay up till like 2 in the morning.
Now, BK, before I got promoted, it was different, but now it's different for me, bro. I gotta get my sleep, bro.
I'm the same way, man.
Congratulations, my boy.
Yeah, good luck, bro.
Now, listen, I'm about to head out too, but I'll just say this. The last 2 years have been very tough for the Brooklyn base, but some of us have created our best content. So just imagine what we'll create when we're at our best, man. That's all I say to Brooklyn base members. It may look bad right now, but if you have 5% hope in the future, things will turn. And that's why I appreciate about the Brooklyn base. As bad as it's been in some parts of our history, we haven't given up and we're still fighting the good fight. That's what makes you Brooklyn, man. Either you're in it or you're not. That's just clear as day to me. But I'm going to head out, guys.
You're talking about fandom stuff over a real genuine business, man. Like, you got to go by what we're... All right, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to get some sleep. Yeah, I'm going to get some sleep, though, man. And I'll be on, not tomorrow night, but Monday night. And, I mean, I guess we'll do this Mikael Brown dude over here. Everybody keeps talking about him.
Who the hell is Mikael Brown?
The next Darius Garland and Trae Young. All right, we'll see.
Hey, bro, you might as well cover him now, bro.
Nah. I need content to talk about, man. It's not much to talk about when it comes to Brooklyn, man.
Yo, bro,
well, this whole thing with where's Jamal? Are you there, Jamal?
Yeah, I'm still here.
What you think about Claxton saying that, like, over here, He says the defeats have taken a toll on Nick Claxton, man. All the tanking and the
That
losses.
shit, look, imagine, think about it this way, BK. That shit taking a toll on the fans. So can you imagine the player?
Yeah, man.
Can you
But I mean,
imagine
he
the
hasn't.
player, bro?
He hasn't done
I lost
anything
my
to like
mind.
help really the situation at all, man.
Yeah, but I would have lost my mind, sir. Every time I'm in the game and I'm getting blown out. You want me to hold everybody on the team? I'm not doing all this, bro. And just to lose, I'm giving you 100%, and y'all losing on purpose.
Wait.
Sit
No,
me down.
listen. Hold on. Jamal. You really think this team is losing on purpose, or are they actually bad, man?
No. I'm saying the management, the way the coaching and everything, y'all making us lose on purpose.
No, they're not. I mean, I see Jordy Fernandez holding his team accountable. If someone takes a bad shot, he's getting into them. I mean, he's trying.
BK, they didn't build a team the correct way. We know this is they built this team to lose. They didn't build this team to win.
Yeah, but even if you get like an AJ DeBonsta, it doesn't help anything because what's going to happen with AJ is that like Shawn Marx has done so much damage to this roster. Like you can't rebuild it that quickly, man. And the next thing you know, 5-6 years, AJ's gonna want the hell out of here, man. He's like,
and that's what I was telling people too. I said, listen, you could draft these players, doesn't mean they're gonna want to stay here.
Yeah.
And that's people don't realize that when you because this is gonna take this rebuild is not gonna turn around right away unless you're gonna like do this whole trade all your picks away like we did with Boston.
All right, since Gary came in here, I'm gonna give it like 15 more minutes, man. I gotta get some of Gary's take.
Gary, what's good, bro?
What up?
Yo, so hold on,
Gary?
Gary. I gotta ask you over here, man. Like Nick Claxton's fed up, man. I could have did a separate video on this alone, but like, what do you think about this over here, man? He says the defeats have taken toll on Nick Claxton.
I've tried to. No one wanted to listen to me. I said tanking isn't a good solution. It's not going to help. If it helped, teams like Washington and Charlotte and Sacramento would dominate the NBA because they tank every year. It doesn't work. It's not a winning. It doesn't breed winning. Losing breeds more losing, and people become unhappy, and everyone wants to leave. And that's exactly what you got. No one's going to want to come.
So Gary, what turned Washington around, right? Right, because they look good now, right? Even though
Washington?
Yeah.
Washington has the same record as the Nets.
No, I'm talking about next year.
Well, I don't think. I mean, they got a couple of players. They got Keyshawn George. They got
no, I'm talking about Trae Young, and AD if they're committed.
Yeah, but I mean, AD's going to play.
And they're not winning the championship. I'm not saying they winning the chip. I'm saying it looks better than what Brooklyn is actually throwing out there. They come back next year with the same roster.
Let me ask you this: if we signed Peyton Watson and traded for Giannis, we'd be about as good as Washington. Is that where you want to be?
No, the thing is that there's a very, very good probability that the Wizards can get AJ DeBonsta. Matter of fact,
yeah.
The mock draft over here from NBA DraftNet has DC getting AJ DeBonsta. So you look at Alex Sarr, Anthony Davis, AJ DeBonsta. I mean, that defensive trio right there is a menace right there, man. It would be tough.
Yeah. If anyone gets AJ DeBonsta, that's going to help a lot, right? But you're right. I mean, losing begets more losing. Like this is why I've been against tanking. Everyone's like, no, we need to lose every game possible so that we have a 0% chance, a 0% better.
Only
chance
person that ever
pick.
said that, Gary, was John. John is the only
My
one.
co-host says it all the time.
No. A lot of people say that, man. Like Locked On guy says it. Oh, the tank. I said, first of all, the Nets aren't tanking. The Nets are bad. They're not tanking. They're just bad. Y'all act like this is a championship roster, and they just sitting every single person down, and they're just losing. No, man. I mean, a lot of the guys has been playing significant minutes. MPJ.
What Gary said, Gary made great sense, bro. Once you actually like tank, it breeds a losing culture.
No, I concur. I'm not saying I'm not disagreeing with him. I wasn't. I'm on record for saying I didn't want to go this route either, because I said last year. I mean, there's no guarantee that you're going to get between one, and I kept harping on this with Jonathan, and he kept arguing with him. We had countless debates, and those streams are still on there. And I said, listen. And I said, if you can't get into the top 7 or top 7, it's yeah, man.
It's over,
I was
bro.
at a Nets game with Pete this year. Pete from Nets fans, Pete
Yeah.
wanted them to lose. It's most Net fans, I would say, at least most Net fans on YouTube want them to lose every game. I just don't think that's
No. Like I said, and what's going to turn Washington, the Wizards around if everything goes right, is not the draft. It's the fact that they actually traded for Trae Young and AD. Right? They had to make a trade. It's not tanking.
Listen, they made trades with little risk. Like they didn't have to give up no real pick.
Exactly.
We could have made what BK is saying is we could have made those trades.
Yeah, exactly.
And I said this too, Gary. But the whole thing is they so bent on getting these young players. But my thing is we tanked, right? It won't make sense. Y'all wanted us to take all this so bad. If we get a number 8 pick, what was it for?
Yeah. Locked on guy Gary said that Egor can be an all-star.
Hell no. He on drugs.
No, Egor can. I feel like he can.
What?
Hell no, bro.
I feel like he can.
No.
If he work on his handles, he's gonna be a better player. He'll be a way better player.
I don't know, man. Like you look at Cade Cunningham and Shea. I don't know.
So let me ask you a question, BK. Let me ask you a question. If he bulk up and he get his handles right, do you see him being like a top player?
Well, Locked On guy was saying 10 pounds of muscle. He's already at $199 when they weighed him. So he's saying that to get him from 200 pounds to 210. But like if you look at what's his name, Danny Wolf, he's 250 pounds and he can't move guys, man. Like I see him trying to like push guys and try to get separation on different guards, and he can't even do it. And he's 250. So I don't know, man. It's I don't know.
But we've all done that. You've played pickup with people, right? And it's like that dude is big, but then he's like soft as hell. It's like, bro, we've all played.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
You know who you could take advantage of. Exactly.
Yeah.
But this is.
Look at Dylan Harper. Look at how the size of Dylan Harper, and then look at Egor. Like, just look at like his body, pause. You know what I'm saying? Just look at Dylan Harper, and then look at Egor.
Gary,
Dylan Harper already has it already. You know what I'm saying? He has the physicality component, the bigger shoulders, the bone density, the bigger bones, and I don't know, man. You look at Egor, he looks like a ninth grader, man.
Yo, Gary, let me ask you a question. You've been a Net fan since like 94, you said, right?
Kenny Anderson, 91, 92, like that. Yeah.
Yo, Gary, how much more of this shit can you take, Gary?
I love this team. I'll always be a Nets fan, but it's pushing me. Like it's pushing me towards my limit. It's not like we have a superstar in the waiting, right? It's not like we have, like a Giannis or a Zion. It's like, okay, that's what we can build around. We got Egor.
Can I tell you something, Gary? I want to tell you something, Gary, from the bottom of my heart, Gary. Yo, listen, man. You could always be a Knicks fan, bro. It's all good. We will welcome you.
I've been a Nets fan for over 30 years. I'm not going to just root for another team.
Yeah. Well, guess what? You're going to be coming up here rooting for them this year because the Nets damn sure ain't in the playoffs. So you better put your Brunson hat on, buddy.
I'll root for the Knicks in the playoffs. I'll root for the Knicks. I got no dog in the fight. I'll root for the Knicks.
Because, bro, I'm gonna tell you something, right? Claxton looked like he about to have a nervous breakdown over losing, bro. And I don't blame
you get what is Nick Claxton, 26, 27? You get so
almost 27, I think.
Career, and you start to feel like mortal. Like when you're 22, you're gonna play forever. You don't.
Wait, hold on, man. Wait. Avatar made more money than Interstellar? I mean, from Jay Carell was saying.
Interstellar, yeah.
What? Okay.
Yeah, damn. Avatar is one of the most. Oh
man, they keep talking about Interstellar, man. Like there's so many people that just like. I gotta look up the numbers.
No, Interstellar was fire. I'm not gonna lie. The concept, Christopher Nolan's make hella great movies, man.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan's he's the truth as far as directing.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Jay. Like, If Ja Morant do go to the Nets, that would make sense because in real life, him and Nick Claxton both from South Carolina, and in real life they actually friends, and they play AAU together. Him, Ja,
Man, I don't
and
care about that,
Listen,
man. Nick
listen.
Claxton sucks, man. That's not a
Listen.
good pairing.
Listen. If Ja Morant come to Brooklyn, he turn and woo, bro. We don't need none of that. We don't need none of that, bro. He gonna be in all the videos, throwing up gang signs. We good, bro. We are good.
Well, like I said before, I think, Gary, do you actually concur that are we in no position to actually thumb our nose up at anyone, right?
I agree. Yeah.
If Zion wants to come here, get Zion here. I don't care about his eating disorders. Get something over here, man. I don't care what it is. Get something over here.
BK, you know what it is? It's the vices that's out here in New York, bro. Like, you got to realize Ja Morant was doing all that gun stuff in Memphis. Imagine being in New York. But when
That's
he could
Memphis,
be around,
though, man. Look at Memphis, though.
Memphis
is like a
New York is not a gun culture.
He could be around gang activity.
You ain't never lie. And it's a gun culture. New York's not really like I live in Fort Worth. Everybody's got guns. I got like 6, 7 guns in my house, and every one of my blocks got more guns than me, right? Like, it's a gun culture. So he's from a gun culture in South Carolina, and now he lives in Memphis, which like
it's like a third world shithole over there.
It's one of the most violent places on earth.
But I'm saying, Gary, can you imagine him being out here with the gang culture and the rap music? They gonna want to put him in every video.
Yeah, like
it would not. Yeah, it might not be a good fit from in New York either. He needs to go to Utah. That's where he needs to go.
If John Morant come to New York, he might get packed up, bro. I ain't gonna front, bro. He gonna get himself.
Yeah, I think Play One is saying that Nick Claxton is generally one of the worst contract. It's probably the worst contract. It's the worst, not one. It's the worst contract in NBA history.
So Joe Harris was
It's not the worst contract in NBA history.
What? Joe Harris?
Like,
Joe Harris
is man.
Right now,
Come on,
Mikal
bro.
Bridges is the worst contract.
Nah, hell no, yo.
Right now, Mikal Bridges is the worst contract.
Yo, Gary, who was the light-skinned dude on the Nets? He was the worst contract, bro.
Josh Boone, you talking about?
No, I know who he's talking about. He talking about Crab, Alan Crab.
Yeah, Crab. Yo, he was the worst contract. Yeah, Alan Crab. He was a bum, bro. Yeah, Alan Crab. He was the worst contract, BK. Alan Crab.
You want a bad contract? Allen Houston, 6 for 100. Remember that contract?
Yo, Allen Houston.
Yeah, but then they get to the playoffs, though, man.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Listen,
y'all can say whatever y'all want about Mikal Bridges, but like that team got to the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
Listen. Ben Simmons was the worst contract we had.
Yeah, I mean he was injured though, man. But
hang on. Chandler Parsons, 4 for 100. He really got that.
That was bad. That was bad.
He didn't do nothing.
He living off of that still.
Bro.
No, like I said, Jay, listen, this team is not in the position to really thumb their nose up at anyone, man. They're not OKC, right? You are a crackhead hooker, trying to get their act together and trying to get married pretty much, man. You're going to take whatever you can actually get. That's what Brooklyn's right now, a crackhead hooker right now, man.
But let me ask you a question, BK. Let me ask you a question, though. What is it worth, though? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I get we don't want to be in purgatory all this time, but are we willing to trade every pick we got? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, you could have got Ja Morant for pennies on the dollar, man. They could have.
You could get Ja and Zion for pennies. Pennies.
You think so? You think Zion? You think we could get him for pennies?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would give up a first-round pick for him. I mean, because
I'd give up 1 first-round pick for both of them.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, I wouldn't give up nothing for Zion, bro. He got to show me he can stay in shape, my nigga. Yo, bro, New York is the worst place.
I mean, he never wanted to be in New Orleans. He never wanted to be there.
Listen. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? If Trae Young could get traded for 2 players and no picks, you got to trade Zion for the same thing. And Trae Young is more productive than both of them.
Yo, BK, Zion, New York is the worst place for him, bro. All this pizza and Chinese food, my nigga. Hell no, bro. He gonna be walking around looking like a sewer rat. We don't need
Nah,
that
but
nigga.
that's the thing, man. I mean, all you gotta do is scare him into like injuries. Like, dude, do you want to like have a knee replacement? You know, when you're like 40 something years old because you're not in
Yo,
shape.
you know what you gotta do? You gotta put something in that nigga contract. Like, yo, bro, listen, if you go over a certain weight, bro, you lose a certain.
He's got
percentage
that
of
in his
your bread.
contract. He's got a weight clause in his contract.
Oh, all right. So I don't know if that shit is working. Is it working? Is he staying in shape?
No, he's in much better shape this year. Yeah, he also played 65 games plus this year, so like it's working.
Oh, all right, yeah. So that shit got to be in the contract, Gary. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like, but then it's like, it's crazy that you got to do this to grown ass men. Feel me?
Yo, that's everywhere, man. You gotta listen. That's everywhere you go, man. It's really like that. This is why LeBron James and Kobe and Michael Jordan are so special because you don't actually have to push their buttons, man. They want to be great,
bro. But that's crazy to be a grown man and somebody got to, yo, bro, I'm gonna take half of your bread if you don't stay in shape. Nigga,
there's a lot of people like that, man. There's people on jobs that you gotta like. That's why they have supervisors on jobs and managers
but that's what I'm
actually manage your workers. Because if you don't push like get the most out of your workers, they'll be lazy and don't want to produce. Man, it's the same thing.
BK, don't worry. In the next 10 years, robots is gonna take our jobs. So
in boxing, you see it all the time. You see fighters who just can't stop eating and they miss weight. I used to spar with this guy, a Dominican fighter that relocated to New York, Joan Guzman. Best fighter I ever saw in my life, by far. You never heard of him because he couldn't make weight because he couldn't stop eating. Like he couldn't get fights because he would just miss weight because he can't stop eating. Like it happened.
Yo, Gary, speaking of boxing, and did you watch it tonight and the fights?
The Fury fight or the card in Jersey?
Both. It was.
I watched both. Vito Melanicki fought, and the kid that fought in the co-main that got robbed, Dwight Flemings. That's my guy.
Oh, yo,
yeah.
It was. So I got a question. How you like Conor Ben? Is he good to you, Gary?
He's mid. He's all right. He's not bad.
Yo,
he's the son of a legend.
I think he mid too, because I'm like the dude he fought is ass, bro, and he went 10 rounds with him. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, Regis is my guy. Regis is 37. Regis was good, but now he's slow and broken down.
Hold on, Jay. They're not going to really make. I don't see. Look at like Concanipple, man. You see it right away. You look at Dylan Harper. You see it right now. I don't think these guys are going to just make us. You're not going to get Ben Sarah to shoot 42% from the 3-point line in year 2. I just don't see it, man.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Dylan Harper, nice, bro. I didn't think he was gonna be this nice. Dylan Harper, nice. Though.
Yeah.
Dylan Harper could go to a team and start type shit. I ain't gonna front. He nice, bro. Dylan Harper got a bag. He got to work on his jump shot, but he got the handles. He got
like if you look at, like I said, you look at what. So Gary, you look at Egor, man, Yeoman. What do you think, man? What's the missing link there, man? What's the missing piece?
Well, he can't handle the ball as advertised. We thought we were getting a ball handler. We're not. We're getting a wing. What is he? Like, is he just a shooter? Is he just like what exactly is he?
I mean, for now, I guess we
he's
still
not
need
a 1. You can't say he's a 1. So what's he, a 3?
No position, I guess, man. He's undersized at the 3, I think. Oh,
yeah, he's a 2. He's a 2, bro. If he don't put in no work to dribble and pass, he's a 2.
And it's the same thing with Nolan, man. It's the same thing. Just look at Dylan Harper, look at the physical size of Dylan Harper, and then look at Nolan Troyer. You know, I mean, Nolan is the best.
Troyer is different. Troyer has more upside than Egor. He really does because he
does, but like compare him to Dylan Harper, though, man.
Dylan Harper clears him. Got it. Check.
Yeah.
But we weren't able to draft Dylan Harper. Troyer, I'm not saying Troy is going to be good. I'm saying he's got potential to be good because he's so quick. If he could ever shoot, if he ever got vision, he could. Because he's not that. Troy is like 6'4". He's not that small.
I don't know, man. I was watching some Jeremiah Fears, man, and I was like, whoa.
We missed out on him, too. Yeah, we missed
out on him. I'm
like,
look at what Jeremiah Fears is doing now and look at Nolan.
Fears is a lot better, but we knew
that. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's and I was watching a clip where Casey Wallace was guarding Jeremiah Fears, and this is what I said: if you can make like Casey Wallace or Lou Dort top tier, on ball defenders look average, then you know that, okay, all right. But when you watch Nolan or Casey Wallace against Nolan, he was poking the ball away, couldn't barely bring the ball up half court. So, but player one, Luke Kennard is actually a way better ball handler than Egor, though, man. I would take Luke Kennard right now over Egor Demin. And that's crazy. That's nasty work for me to say that. But Luke Kennard is a better ball handler.
Lakers is a first round exit, so don't even talk about them.
I mean, yeah, I know. But like Luke Kennard can actually bring the ball up.
Pack them niggas is going home first.
Yeah, man. So again, like I said, you gotta. That's the thing. I look at Jeremiah Fears. I said, I didn't realize he was this good though, man. He's finishing over longer defenders, and they call him the next Kyrie.
Dude, that other fat dude on the Pelicans, he type trash though. I don't like his game. And the Baltimore kid. What the fuck is his name, Gary? And the fat kid on the Pelicans, bro, the young kid.
You mean
Derek Queen?
Yeah.
Yo, he ass, bro. I don't like his game. He trash, bro. I don't know. It's something about his game. Like, I don't know.
We gotta see, man, because like I said, we gotta see if he can actually play off the basketball. Can he shoot? He was never really a shooter. So it's hard. It's they gotta find like an identity on who they want to run their offense through. And if they say they think Jeremiah Fears is that guy, then guess what? Derek Queen is going to have to get into the lab and work on his off-ball skills, man. And he can't shoot. That's the thing.
I want to ask Gary something. Yo, Gary, who got better role players, the Nets or the Kings?
You have to think about that.
The Nets.
No, because if you've been watching the Kings lately, the Kings role players been playing really good, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, and them young dudes been over there balling, and they got this little young dude. His name is Caldwell or some shit.
Should have been off this shit, man. Hold on.
Like he had made like a crazy block on Zion. You feel me? They got some nice little young talent. So I'm like, well, let me ask who you think is better, the Kings or the Nets? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, the Nets are in such bad shape, bro. Like, they're so bad.
Yo, you know the Nets is bad, bro, when diehard Nets fans ain't got nothing good to say. Like, this shit ain't even...
Listen, when the Wizards have a better future than you, man, than the Brooklyn Nets, I was just like, man.
Nah, BK, but it's not even funny, bro, when you got people that been fans since 91.
I'm one of them. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, and listen, Gary, is the team tanking? Is the team... No, all right. You hear all these guys, locked on guys saying the tank and Pete, my boy, our boy, Pete's my boy too, man, but he's saying they're tanking. I don't believe they're tanking. I just think they're just bad, man.
Well, I mean, they're tanking in the sense that, like, Michael Porter Jr. is not playing, Egor's not playing, Drake Powell didn't play the game against, like, they're not playing any.
Drake Powell's garbage, though, man. You think Drake Powell's good?
I'm not saying I'm not saying Drake Powell is a superstar. I'm saying he's one of the better players on the team.
Nah, he's bad, dude. Listen, if you had to redo the draft again, man,
BK, look at their roster. I'm not saying he's good. Look at the Nets roster. Give me the 5 best guys on their roster.
Nah, I can't, man. They all not good.
That's my point. Like, Drake Powell might be one of those guys. He might be one of the 5 best.
They're not good, man. I just can't. I can't tickle people's ears, man. I mean, like, they're just not good. Drake Powell was a 2nd-round pick, man. I just think he belongs in the G League. I see him.
I don't think that's really been good since like Derek Coleman and shit, bro. That ass. Like
Derek Coleman, nah. What are you talking about?
With Jason Kidd, they went.
That's what I'm saying. Where you get Derek Coleman from, man?
But like I'm talking about when they was like really good, like
they were really good when they went to back-to-back finals.
Like they was, but I don't think they was better than that Derek Coleman. You feel what I'm saying? I just think it was different, bro.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Hold on. Wait. Pot said that? He said he's gonna be the next what? The next.
Next J-Dub, what? Wait,
hold on. Gosh, man. Wait.
Drake Powell is gonna be the next J. Wait, hold on. J-Dub on OKC?
Yeah, OKC.
I don't know what, nigga. He might be his brother on Utah, nigga, but not J Dub.
Oh my gosh, man.
Nah,
Wow.
yeah, Gary,
that is nasty work right there, man. That is
that Derek
I'm just
team,
saying,
I
right?
feel like they was more,
If
polished.
Drazen Petrovic doesn't die, that team wins a championship. I agree with Harlem.
Yeah, right, bro. And that was a good, you know what I'm saying? Like that was like the golden era of basketball.
You had
So I
Kenny
heard-
at the point. You had Drazen at the 2. You had Chris Morris at the 3. Then you had DC at the 4. And at the 5, you had PJ Brown and Jason Williams. That team was going to win a championship.
Yeah, bro. Yo, Gary, I feel like a lot of these players nowadays, they just like they don't really give they don't do the game of this justice. Like they don't do the game good, bro. So even when like I go at it with like BK and he be like, yo, back in the day, he feel like the players now is better. I don't feel that way, bro, because I feel like the players now, they don't earn their bread. They don't, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't play hard.
Mike Brown was a 6'3" small forward, man. What are we talking about, man?
What that mean?
Mike Brown, let you process it, man. Mike Brown was a 6'3" small forward.
Yeah, but so is Bruce Brown.
What does that mean?
That's what I'm saying. It's just, I mean, can Mike Brown play in today's NBA as a 6'3" small forward? No, he wouldn't make the league.
Are you talking about
Coach.
Mike Brown?
The coach, yeah. When he played, he was a 6'3" small forward.
Mike Brown must have been ass because I didn't even know he was in the NBA. No bullshit.
Yeah,
that's crazy. But you ain't listening, BK. I'm saying the talent back then, they actually earned their bread. I can name several players back then that I can say, yo, this particular player, he earned his money.
Oh, Kenyon Martin actually earned this money, man. When he got his $100 million contract. Well, let me finish. Hold on. When Kenyon Martin got his $100 million contract, he couldn't dribble the ball. He couldn't shoot the ball. He had no back to the basket moves. His only superpower was running the floor and dunking the basketball.
Yo, bro,
man.
let me ask you a question. Kenyon Martin was one of the main reasons why the Nets went to back-to-back finals, though. What are we talking about?
He's one of the main reasons why they lost the finals.
He was the second best player for the Nets for both finals.
He's the second best player. Yo,
he's garbage, man. He's trash.
Kenyon Martin is garbage.
Yeah, he can't shoot the ball. His only superpower was dunking the basketball.
You're right. Kenyon Martin guarded the best player on the other team, whether it was a 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Man, garbage. Garbage, man. Garbage.
You are bugging, BK. You bugging.
Yeah, Jay, listen, Jay's backing me up. He says Kemet had a very limited game. He did. He just couldn't do anything.
That doesn't mean he's garbage, right? I get it. He couldn't hit a jump shot. You know the story about Kenyon Martin at the ABCD camp, right?
No.
They told him to go with the bigs and work on post moves. He laughed at him and said, I don't do post moves. I block the shot, I pick up the ball, I run the length of the court, and I dunk it. Right?
Yeah, that's all he can do.
That's what it does. All right.
And like I said, when you get into the half court set, I mean,
he was not good in the half court set.
No, he's not. That's what I'm saying. And in the playoffs, the games slow down.
Hang on, but he played in the era with the best power forwards: Garnett, Jermaine O'Neal, Duncan, Elton Brand, and he guarded all of them.
I know, but like this is not football. You can't just play defense. You got to play on both spectrums, Gary. You know that. Come on.
Hey, yo, BK. No.
He got his 14, 15 points a game with the Nets.
That's not enough, man. Number one pick is supposed to carry a franchise.
That's right. He's the best player in that draft. Go look at that draft class. He's the best player in that draft class.
Finals twice, bro. The Nets ain't been to the finals.
That's because Jason Kidd elevated his game, man.
No, that's true. That's facts. That's big facts for sure.
Listen, at the end of the day, it was more than Jason Kidd and Kenyon Martin. Richard Jefferson was on bullshit back then. Kerry Kittles, Van Horn, they had a squad, bro. It's not just like it was just Jason Kidd and Kenyon Martin. They had other contributors, bro. But they wasn't gonna beat the Lakers. You feel me? Because that was
if Kenyon Martin could shoot and put some type of pressure on like some type of offensive game,
he wasn't a bad shooter though. PK. I remember him hitting shots too.
No,
bro.
He's bad.
He's horrible, man. I'm telling you, horrible, man. He couldn't shoot. He couldn't do anything. I watched him.
He was an athlete.
I watched
he was a super
him
athlete.
That's all he did
But-
was run the floor and dunk the ball. That was his superpower. And he was athletic. He can guard and play defense.
That's all that Giannis Antetokounmpo do.
No, stop, man.
Talking about stop. Giannis do the same shit Kenyon Martin do. He can't
No, he does not.
He run the floor. He dunk the ball.
No, Giannis can actually initiate offense, man. He can. Come on, stop, man.
Yo, bro, what did James Harden say about Giannis, bro? Did what you just said about Kenyon Martin, right? Didn't James Harden say the same shit about Giannis? Yo, he can't do nothing but run the floor and dunk. This is one of the greatest scorers ever telling you that's all Giannis do. So you mean to tell me a nigga that played against Giannis for 12 plus years,
Giannis is a better offensive player than Kenyon Martin. I'm not going to entertain this.
So you telling me that a person that played against Giannis for 12 years, you telling me you know more than him?
I watched the game too, but what do you think? I'm stupid or something like that, man?
I'm asking you a question. A person that played against him.
Giannis can shoot the ball better. Giannis can handle Stop. Giannis is a better ball handler. Giannis is a better passer, and Giannis is a better shooter than Kenyon Martin. Yes, he is.
He cannot shoot, bro. He can't shoot. BK.
Yes, he can. He's not 40%, but he can shoot.
He cannot shoot, bro. What? All right, wait. So if Giannis can shoot, right, why he keep getting injured?
That happens in basketball. A lot of players get injured.
No. You already know where I'm going. If he can shoot, then why he keep getting injured? He keep getting injured because he can't shoot, bro. He's limited. That's why he keep going to the fucking rack, because he can't shoot, my nigga. Stop.
Why
it, bro.
would you? It's like so. All right, if you had Shaq, do you want Shaquille O'Neal shooting threes?
Yo, bro. Back then they wasn't really shooting.
Answer my question, Harlem. Do you want Shaq shooting threes?
Back then they wasn't shooting threes.
Harlem, do you want Shaq shooting threes? Yes or no?
Bro, how you gonna compare? You can't compare Shaq and Giannis, bro. Shaq was 330. Giannis is like 215.
Yeah, but look,
terrible.
Yeah, no, Giannis is actually 240 pounds. He's not 215 pounds. He's 240.
Okay, 240, but 240 and 330, you can't even compare that, bro. If I'm almost 400 pounds, why am I shooting? That don't even make sense, my nigga. Of course, if I'm 400 pounds, I'm not shooting meatball. Like, nigga.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Giannis Town shoots. Cat does. Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Yo,
but Giannis, in terms of like how dominant he is physically, you don't want him like if he's shooting the three ball, like he's shooting that, it's kind of like bailing you the defense out, man. He puts so much pressure on the rim the way he actually plays. You don't really want him shooting the basketball.
It's equivalent to Rajon Rondo shooting the basketball, bro. Stop it, bro. Giannis got better, BK, but he's better
than Kenyon Martin at it. All right, let me wrap this up over here, man.
He's better than Kenyon Martin. Kenyon Martin couldn't shoot at all.
Yeah, he could.
I don't think Kenyon Martin was that bad, bro. I gotta go back and watch the highlights.
Watch it, man. It was over like 30 years ago.
I think outside of the paint on mid-range jump shot, he shot like 18% for his career.
It's horrible, man.
It's so bad. It was so bad.
I gotta go back and watch the OT highlights, bro.
Yeah. It was like the worst in the NBA every year. It's like, who's the worst mid-range?
Yeah, he's a draft bust because he wasn't able to carry a franchise.
He's the best player in the draft.
No, if you're the number one pick, though, Gary, you're supposed to be like a Tim Duncan. You're supposed to like carry an offense. The number one pick ain't supposed to be a role player. Hold on, Gary.
BK, listen to me. Go look at that draft. Tell me the name of the player you would take over.
What I'm saying was his career, right? He was a role player. He was never a guy that was going to be like a franchise type of guy as a number one pick. I know he was the best player in that draft. I get that. But I'm talking about his overall career. He was a bust. He was like a Kwame Brown pretty much.
Stop it.
No, hell no. He wasn't. No. Yo, BK, you capping, bro. Yo, bro.
I'm not capping. He's not. He was garbage, man. He wasn't like he couldn't carry an offense.
Hey, yo, BK, I'm not gonna let you do that, bro. He wasn't no.
You're not gonna do Kmart like that. You're not gonna do that.
I am. He's garbage.
No, he's not garbage, BK.
I watched him in Denver. He was trash.
Wait.
Garbage.
So, all right. So, I'm gonna name two players. Is Draymond Green better than him?
Yes.
No,
Draymond Green's not better than Kenyon Martin.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Draymond Green is not better than Kenyon Martin. You are lying, BK. Hey, yo, BK, how dare you come up here and lie like that, bro? That's
because
crazy,
Draymond again is a better ball handler, has better basketball IQ, better shooter.
That is crazy. BK.
And a better defender.
Boom. Wait.
He's not a better defender. He's not. Like, Kenyon Martin is 6'9". Draymond Green is 6'6". Just that height difference and the length.
Hey, yo, Gary, I got him right here.
So you saying all right. So Draymond's up to like Kenyon Martin's chin. That's the difference, though, man.
Yo, Gary, I got him right here. So if you take Kenyon Martin, right, BK.
Yeah, hold on one second. Hold on, JDJ. Kenyon Martin was a bust because number one picks are supposed to be the man. They're supposed to carry the franchise. Kenyon Martin didn't carry anything. He wound up morphing into a role
bro,
player.
that's a lie, BK. But hold on. If we took Draymond Green, right, because he came way after. But if we took Draymond Green and we put him on that team with Jason Kidd, right? Like Draymond Green is Kenyon Martin on the Nets. Do they go to 2 NBA finals?
Yes.
Oh my God, you lying, bro. You lying, my nigga. Come on, BK. You capping, bro. No, they don't.
You don't remember how good Kenyon Martin. I understand Kenyon Martin's game was limited, but what he did very, very well, and it fit in with what.
I get that, but like I said, when the game slows down in the playoffs, I mean, I watched him in Denver too. He just never really. He couldn't.
It fit. The Nets had Jason Kidd, who is the best fast break point guard in the NBA. They had Kerry Kittles, who was the fastest 2 guard in the NBA. They had Richard Jefferson, who was the fastest 3 guard in the NBA, and they had Kenyon Martin, who was the fastest 4 in the NBA. Like, that's what they were building. They were building a team around speed, and Kenyon Martin fit that.
I know, but what I'm saying is like a number one pick, though, Gary. Like all right, let's say Brooklyn drafts AJ DeBosa, right? Let's say hypothetically they get the number one pick. Are we expecting AJ to be a role player or
I understand. I understand. Yes, he was never. Kenyon Martin was never as good as AJ DeBosa is going to be. I agree.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm just I'm at that time period. It's a different time period, you know. Way different time period. But we're not expecting AJ DeBosa to be a role player. We expecting him to be that guy. Game on the line, go get a bucket. Like 7, 8 seconds on the shot clock. We need you to go make a play or make a shot. That's what we need from AJ. You didn't get that from Kenyon Martin. He had to be set up. Yeah.
But BK, you can't say that, right? Because I'm going to ask you a question. If you go back, I forgot what draft it was. DeAndre Ayton was the number 1 pick. Luka Doncic was like number 2. DeAndre Ayton never turned out to be a number 1 pick, bro.
Luka was 5.
And he's a bust.
No.
You heard?
All right, cool.
You call everybody a bust.
No. I mean, he's a good player, but I'm saying, like, as a number 1 pick, you got to be carrying the team. You got to be that guy.
Nah, you can't say he a bust because, like John said, right? Cooper Flag been out here giving 50. He the number 1 pick. But when Kyrie come back, Cooper Flag not gonna be the star over Cooper Flag. So that
Kyrie Irving was number 1 pick in the draft. Is Kyrie Irving a bust?
Oh, he about to say some wild shit, bro. Nah, he about to say some wild shit, bro. Nah, he about to say some. Come on, BK. Yo, BK, we can't respect your credibility, my nigga. You want yo, bro, your credibility is shot, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, my nigga.
I mean, he couldn't he could when LeBron. I don't know, man. That's tough.
Your credibility is shot, BK. It's over, my nigga. Get some sleep. Take the
He's too small, man. I don't know. That's tough to say, man.
That's tough. What? Yo, bro. These niggas. Hey, yo, so
we're not looking. We saw Kyrie, right, try to carry the Dallas Mavericks last year, and his body just couldn't do it, man. He actually had to be every single offensive possession, they were going through him, and then on defense, he had the guard, and his knee gave out, man.
BK, that is, yo, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, BK.
When he got, like I said, when he, I don't know.
Nah, bro.
That's tough, man.
Well, I ain't even gonna ask you about Lonzo Ball because I kind of feel like he is a bust.
Yeah, he is. Same thing with D'Angelo Russell. He was the number 2 pick. He's a bust. He couldn't carry a franchise.
Yo, Gary, I'm gonna tell you who the worst number 1 pick was, though. It wasn't Kwame Brown.
No,
it was that Bennett. That nigga. Oh my, yo, bro, he started off like 0 for 20 or something. I'm like, nah. Bro.
So y'all guys understand what I'm saying, though, man. You're the number 1 pick. They expect you. Like I said, we get AJ. I mean, God willing, we get AJ on here, And if AJ turns out to be a role player, averaging 14 points a game, then I mean that's a bust right there. It's a productive NBA career. Don't get me wrong. Listen. It's a productive NBA career, right? But like, it's not like franchise altering. You know, like
Yo, BK, let me ask you a question. If the Nets get AJ DeBonster, realistically, how many games you expect them to win, bro? I give them 25, bro. Tops. They still not gonna be good, bro.
With this roster, no, they're not gonna be good. No.
So that's what I'm saying. So if he come in giving you superstar numbers, right? 25 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, good defense, but the Brooklyn Nets is still ass. Is he a bust? He doing everything he can, bro.
No. I'm just saying. I mean, if he can help like move the team. See, my thing is like if you can just get your team just into the first round, that checks the box right there.
He's not doing
like
that.
LeBron James dragged that garbage 07 team to the finals, man.
Yo, bro, hold on. First of all, I hate when y'all say garbage. LeBron James, from when he came in the league, always had adequate talent, bro.
What? I'm done.
Oh no, bro. Gosh. I'm not gonna let you lie, bro. Hold on.
I'm done.
Wait. No. Because when you say garbage is when you can't help at all, bro. Right? Like, say me, you, and Gary could all be good, but if Jamal and some other niggas is
you take LeBron James off that 07 team, they're a lottery team, man. What are you talking about?
No. Listen to what I'm saying, BK. Right? If we're good, but the team we're playing is just better, that don't mean that we're garbage, bro. Mo Williams wasn't garbage.
You take that LeBron off that team, they're a lottery team. They're not a championship team. What are you talking about, man?
But they're not garbage players, though, bro. Like them niggas is still nice.
I know they could play Harlem. I know they could play. I'm not saying garbage compared to like your other stars in the league. All right, we know like these guys in real life. They could hoop. They could bust our ass. I'm just saying. I'm comparing them to other NBA pros. Okay.
I can't say that though, bro, because like didn't they have Larry Hughes on that team? He wasn't no bum.
You take LeBron off of that team, man. They're a lottery team, man. They're literally a lottery team.
Nah, bro. I can't say that, bro. Now, the one time LeBron left, when they had Antoine Jameson, that team was ass. They lost like 50 in a row. But the team in 07,
that's what I'm saying. Like without LeBron, that's why he's so valuable.
No. But that was a different year though. But that 07 bro, they might have still made it to the playoff. Yo, bro, I don't know why y'all niggas act like LeBron is just that nice to wear. Like,
you crazy, man. You better go watch. You gotta watch film, man. All right, let me wrap this up over here, man. I was watching some highlight clips of LeBron, 2018 LeBron, 15 years in. I was like, damn, 15 years in, and the type of athleticism that he was actually still like possessing was crazy.
Man, his son is ass though, bro. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean his son gotta work on his ball handling. He has to work on his 3-point shooting. That's it. Just gotta pick up 94 feet and work on his 3-point shooting and ball handling. And he's good though, man. Undersized guards gotta pick up 94 feet and then shoot the 3.
Wait, hold on. You seen when he was screaming at his son and his wife was like, "Don't scream at him." The whole world
screaming at him. He was coaching his son. He was telling him how to pass the ball correctly. I mean,
it's always these women. It's like, shut up, stop talking.
Exactly. My wife be telling me that. She's like, "Oh, don't be screaming at my son when I'm teaching him how to play basketball." I was like, "Man, just be quiet." Yeah, man. All right, I'll tell you. I'm gonna wrap this up, man. I gotta get up. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out my boy Gary's channel over there. Nothing but Nets over here. Be on Monday night, God willing, and definitely
why you always say God willing, bro? Yo, dog,
tomorrow ain't promising no one, man. Shit. That's up to the good Lord, man. God willing.
Yo, Gary, he always say God willing, like he on his way out or some shit, bro.
But you don't know. It could end tomorrow. It could.
Yeah, I don't know. I always say God willing, man. Always. Always say God willing.
Yo, Gary, we all gonna be here Monday, man. Salute y'all brothers, man.
God willing.
God willing.
God willing. God willing.
Jamal. Yeah, God willing. Exactly. God willing, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Everybody drop a like on the video, man. And share the show. When you share, the universe shares back with you. Peace.
Peace.